The show must go on. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the show.
Distance nerding.
Hey! What up, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, no, it's not. It's not the normal way we do this show, but ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday. So you know what that means. It's Taco Tuesday, that's right. And you are now listening and watching and experiencing Distance Nerding, part of the Comic-Con Radio podcast family. I am your boy, the dunk, can't figure it out, or the egg. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy, Young Phil. And we, or at least I, am here to nerd together. So, doing something a little bit different. We don't have any of the normal hosts that we normally have. It is one of those days where the entire just internet community and everybody on our team is out for different reasons. James will be here later at some point. We may be joined in by Ash from Comics Podcast, but at the moment it's me by myself. So you guys get all of me for the first time ever on a Distance Nerding podcast. So going from there, we're talking anything pop culture, or I guess I'm talking anything pop culture news, movies, music, food, wrestling, comics, whatever you're nerding out on. We at Distance Nerding want to talk about it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, YouTube, Discord, all at Distance Nerding. And of course, if you would like to send us an email and talk to us and have us read it on the show, ladies and gentlemen, you can send us an email at Oh man, I don't know what to say right now. It's me by myself. Sandra Betty in the chat saying, "Do we need to set up and help in times like this?" It's possible. It's possible. That could be fun. Just like a fan-centric episode. That'd be great. Just have you guys on the show and things like that. It's nerding at AOL.com. And we will read it on the show. So again, ladies and gentlemen, first time this has ever happened in 177 episodes. I'm doing this by myself. We're going to see how well this goes without anybody else from the team on the show with me. Hopefully I'm entertaining enough for everybody to stay on here with. But with that being said, I'm actually going to change this. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to put myself. Oh, no, that's not. Ugh. Woof. My name is just like all in front of me. Okay, no, I'm going back the other way. Just there we go. You guys can actually see me, and I'm not hiding on the bottom of the screen. Yeah, say Wong, they all abandoned me. No, I wouldn't say that. It's everybody's out for different reasons. There's a lot going on. So, with all that being said, let's get right into this. Ladies and gentlemen, you have now stumbled onto the best or worst kept secret on the internet. You are now watching The Download. So here we are. It is time. We're going to get right into this. This week on deck, we've got the Geek End Update. Powerhouse is coming. And that is no lie. Lights, camera, reaction. It's showtime. The Beetle is back. Yeah. It seems a little weird me doing that by myself. Starting rumors. Is Sony getting caught in their own spider webs? And of course, rounding out the show, we've got The Download. Disney has a fire-filled lake of news for all of us. But of course, first, before we get into anything, let me get a shout out. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the sponsor of the show, the thing that brings us and continues us to continue doing the show all together. It's time to shout out Dubby. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Dubby is a brand of energy drinks created to help focus, concentration, reaction time with no jitters or crash. Dubby contains no maltodextrin, no sugar, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. And I guess it could also be considered keto-friendly for those of you who are out there on that keto lifestyle, right? Dubby contains Neurofactor. It's a neurotropic derived from the coffee fruit. Neurofactor helps give your brain focus and clarity, while the 150 milligrams of caffeine and 3 essential B vitamins help you stay alert and energized. Find out more about Dubby at www.dubby.gg. Use the code NERDING10 and get 10% off at checkout. Let's see what we got going on here in the chat. Let's see. Of the days I signed Bruce's TV into his account so he can watch in his, I know, right? And now he's just watching me by himself, right? Or being by myself. Yes, it is. It is sad. Fanime just ended. Multiple conventions are coming up. Yeah, like Powerhouse. It is true. And we bring up Powerhouse specifically because going into the next segment here, actually, before I jump into that particular part of the segment, just let's announce it, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the Geek End Update. Shout out to Comic-Con Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, Distance Nerding is on Comic-Con Radio. Listen to Distance Nerding and our second show with new episodes coming soon, a comic conversation via comiccon-radio.com. Now, look for this podcast, the one you are watching right now, look for the Distance Learning Podcast, the one you're listening to right now, and a new episode of Comic Conversation every week on comiccon-radio.com/podcasts. And we will be dropping new episodes. Again, we drop weekly episodes of Comic-Con Radio, or weekly episodes of Distance Nerding. But we also are coming up on a new season of Comic Conversation. So for all of you who are into some Distance Nerding love and want to do some more here, and check us out, head over to Comic-Con Radio and check out Distance Nerding and the multiple shows that we have there. So we can have all the fun, check out all the shows, trick that algorithm and make them think that, you enjoy us or something along those lines. Shout out to Powerhouse. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Powerhouse is coming and Distance Nerding will be there. Saturday, June 8th in Antioch, California. We are at the Antioch Fairgrounds. We are going to be hosting panels over at Powerhouse Comic Con featuring Gigi Edgley from Farscape, Spencer Wilding, who's famous for Game of Thrones, Star Wars, Guardians of the Galaxies, and all kinds of stuff. Andy Merrill from Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Our boy Brack is going to be in the building. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, all kinds of fun stuff. Bob Carter, who's in Dragon Ball Z, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, One Piece. He's been in all kinds of stuff. That's going to be a fun conversation. Of course, friend of the show, Griffin Puatu, who's in Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Deathstroke, Knights and Dragons, Elder Scrolls, One Punch Man, Mobile Suit Gundam, Yokai Watch, Genshin Impact, Pokemon, so much more. All kinds of stuff, guys. So we're going to be doing Powerhouse Comic Con. Yes, and I'm happy to hear that Sandra Betty saying that the long cosplay is going to be there in their Deadpool glory. I'm probably going to get a moment in as Deadpool if I have enough time, because we do have a full schedule for the day. And it's hopefully it's going to be a good time. If you guys are in the Antioch area, if you guys are in Northern California, make your way over to Powerhouse Comic Con and have a great time with us. Check out the celebrities, check out the panels, and we'll have some fun together, right? So, with that being said, let's get right into kind of the bread and butter of the show. Again, this is gonna be weird. So audience, I'm gonna need your guys' engagement here. Everybody in the chat, I'm gonna need you all to give us your ratings because we're going to get into lights, camera, reaction.
Quiet.
And the crowd goes wild. They're here for us. Yes. Thank you, because that's all we all came to see here, right? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, Brentwood, Pittsburgh, Concord, Walnut Creek. Yeah, I mean, it's Antioch. It's not too hard to get over there, right? It's going to be a fun time, guys. It's only $20 for tickets, well, except for you DeLong family. You guys have forever passes, but I mean, like you know, it's going to be a good time. It always is. Every powerhouse so far has been great. So it's going to be a fun time here. I just realized I got the wrong banner up, so let's change that. So let's get into this first trailer, ladies and gentlemen. So the first trailer we're going to be checking out here is Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Coming to Netflix. I'm excited for this. I've always been a big Beverly Hills Cop fan. I love Axel F. Axel Foley, you know. So I'm pretty excited about this. I don't know about the rest of you guys. I don't know how excited everybody else is going to be for this, but it is kind of like a nostalgia-driven monster for me. So let's drop the music here. Let's go ahead and check out the trailer. And I'll try my best to speak over the trailer so we don't get shut down. So here we go. So starting off in LA, I like that it's like a couple years later and we're seeing like, oh, what the hell? Helicopter just straight coming down. Oh God. Okay. So they already know it's Axel Foley. That is so great. Oh, this is so awesome. Oh God. This okay. I'm liking this. So they're arresting him and putting him in a. Oh, it's one of those BMW smart cars.
Jane, this is your father. Before you hang up, I'm in jail. I've been arrested. Hello? You sure y'all paying y'all's bills? Because this phone don't work. This isn't my first time in Beverly Hills. Yeah, I saw that. 84, 87.
This is art. So far, I mean, there's a lot of good comedy here. Definitely updating. Is that Kevin Bacon?
I got a call from Billy. He's in trouble now.
Okay.
I want you to be a cop again. You gotta do something. Axel, if you damage any city property.
All right, sorry guys. I'm.
In a snowplow?
Oh. It's always the weird stuff that Axel does, and that kind of is what makes Axel Foley so fun. Oh, I love this so far.
That means we're getting close.
Okay, so Kevin Bacon, I don't know if he's just being a cop or if he's the bad guy. This it's like the signature mayhem Axel Foley.
We're gonna need some backup. Whoa, what are you doing? I'm getting us some backup. God, I missed you, Axel.
Oh, I love this. Yeah. Oh, it's July 3rd. Okay, so that's not too far away. This looks so good, so funny. It is that signature Eddie Murphy. Hopefully we didn't get shut down here because I don't know. Netflix is the internet. So let's get into this, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed that trailer. I think it looks fun. It looks good. There's a lot of fun in here, right? So let's go ahead and rate this guy, guys. Yeah, let's go ahead and rate this guy. So my rating on this, given that I'm the only one giving a rating on this one right now, I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give this 9. Oh man, 9 rogue cops getting it done out of 10. Dun 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 duns. You know, it's the best I'm gonna do right now. Agree. I think this would be a family movie night. Yeah, no, it looks good. And I mean, again, it's I mean, again, it looks fun, you know. So I'm excited to kind of watch this one and see where it's going to go. Anybody else in the chat have any? Anybody else in the chat have a rating on this, or anywhere they think that they you know, whether they want to watch this or not? I know I want to watch it. I think it looks amazing. Hold on. I may have backup here, guys. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right, I apologize, guys. So yeah, so that's the first trailer right there. Oh, okay, hold right there. Tater, 9 surges out of 10 rose splids. Okay, I dig it. Well, let's move on to this next trailer. This is something that I've been really excited for. I held out to watch this trailer so I could react on the show here. And before I move on, again, the movie itself comes out July 9th or July 3rd. Sorry, so it's not too far away. Oh yes, I finally have some backup. Fuck me. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bringing on the show one of our favorite comedians and podcaster extraordinaires. He is the most handsome mustache in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our boy Mob Stash. It's Ash.
Hey. Here's how I'm an idiot. It says wait for the whatever, but I never hit like submit to get in to see for you to see me. I'm an idiot. I was all waiting. I'm all fixing myself the best I can to not look like Carl Winslow.
So speaking of Carl Winslow, I mean, we just watched the trailer for Axel F. So I mean,
yeah, there you go. Was it any good?
It's pretty good, man. It looks funny as fuck.
Nice.
Again, it's kind of weird doing a trailer reaction by yourself, but I mean, now I have.
Also, sorry, it looks like a hostage note. My ring light broke, and I ordered a new one, so I should be fine by next week.
It's okay. You're fine, man. You're still just as pretty. You still have
even darker. So
bigger and blacker. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're jumping into this next trailer. Yes, I know. I'm super excited for this. Oh man, we have one more person joining us. Now, the person that's joining us right now is actually coming on to talk about Powerhouse Comic-Con because we just talked about it a second ago. But I kind of want to see his reaction on this too. So I'm gonna bring him on here. I'm gonna bring. Let's just bring it on here. He is the man behind all of the Colossus Girl Comic-Cons. Genius in his own right, the man who gets all this stuff put together. He is our favorite con promoter, our friend Dave Hayworth.
Johnson.
Hey. How's it going, Dave?
It's going good, man. I was sitting there watching Star Wars Visions, and then I thought to myself, is this the 28th or not? Because I remember we talked in Oregon at Beaver State Comic-Con about, and I go, is today the 28th? And I don't know, but I mean, Star Wars Vision was was getting kind of boring for me, and then it kind of just popped in my head. And then I went on and started watching the podcast, and I saw you all by yourself. I said, "Oh shoot, yeah, today's the 28th." So
yeah, and you know what's funny is I was like normally I put it in my phone. And I'm looking at my phone right now. I was like, "Oh, today is the right day." I just didn't write it in my phone like an idiot. So that's my fault. Thank you for remembering, man, because I would have looked and just would have been like, "Oh shit, idiot," you know, and I probably would have brought you in, like either on Thursday or done it on Tuesday. But I would have gone in panic mode, man, realizing like, oh, I didn't have Dave on to promote. What the hell?
Yeah, well, you know, we're close to Powerhouse Comic Con, and you know, everyone needs to get out there because it's a completely new venue, a new city. You know, for everyone who was at Powerhouse last year in Pleasanton, we had to change the venue because the venue had so many rules and restrictions that even vendors couldn't even bring in their own water. So we said, okay, we had to change that, and we had to find a venue that'll allow us to do what we want to do. Right. And we found that in Antioch, so we're happy to be there.
So we're going to be at the Antioch Fairgrounds, right?
Yeah, that's correct. On June 8th, coming up very soon. Just a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, so we're right around the corner. And I mean, it's exciting. It's just because the show itself. You know, we were talking about it a little bit earlier before we got into trailers. But we were talking about, or at least I was talking about, you know, the date, but then also the guests that you have coming on. I'm pretty excited for everyone because I mean, you know, 3 are guests that we've talked to before, 2 are new to us, and those 2 are also very exciting. You know, given my fandom, like the nerd bona fides that I have, you know what I mean? Like, I'm super excited for Andy Merrill, man. I mean, Brack himself is going to be on the show.
I know. You know what? Watching Space Ghost Coast to Coast, the Brack show, you know, those Toonami shows late at night, Adult Swim, shows, you know, late at night, and those were the best. You know, Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I stopped watching Johnny Carson and David Letterman and started watching Space Ghost. And Brack is I'm sorry, that's it's hilarious. I mean, if you've ever watched the Brack show, I'm sure you have. It's just one of the most hilarious cartoons out there because it's for adults. It's all adult humor, you know. It's just very good. So I jumped at the chance for him to come to Powerhouse Comic Con, and I don't think he's ever been to an appearance in California, as far as I know, and he definitely has never been to the Bay Area. So if you're a Brack fan, you have to come out, and plus, you know, Powerhouse. This is what its eighth year,
right?
And I think it was 4 years ago we had the guy who did Space Ghost.
Space Ghost. I was there for that.
Yeah. So if you ended up getting Space Ghost autograph there, you can come back and get Brack's autograph on the same merchandise you had Space Ghost signed. So it's pretty cool.
Right. No, then that's again, it's fun. It's a new venue, and this is larger than the old one, right?
It's about the same size, except it's going to be in 3 different buildings, and we're doing something a little different this year that we've never done at any of our other events. Is one building will be for artists, comic books and comic book artists, and that's where you're going to have a lot of the comic book celebrities there. And you were in Oregon, so Dave Warren appeared and did an exclusive poster for Oregon. He was one of the animators for The Simpsons. Well, he is also coming to Powerhouse, and he has an exclusive poster with Homer Simpson is Homerzilla.
Yeah,
and he's on the Golden Gate Bridge destroying it. And so those posters you can only get at Powerhouse. So if you love The Simpsons, that's a good thing to come out on. But so we have that one building. The second building will be like just a variety of different pop culture. And then the third building will just be all anime. and in that building is where we're going to have all our anime special guests, anime artists, anything that's to do with anime. So it's almost like 3 conventions in one.
Right, right. And I mean, you guys have been doing a lot more expansion on anime lately. I've been noticing a lot more in the last couple of years. I mean, we have a couple of guests that are coming. Bob Carter, Griffin Puatu, both famously in a lot of anime stuff. Bob Carter being in a lot of video games too, but I mean, like, I guess both of them have been in a lot of video games.
Right.
But that's again some pretty heavy hitters in the anime world as far as the properties that they've been involved in and the work that they've done. So I mean, again, Bob being another kind of another big guest that we've never talked to before, so that's going to be a fun interaction.
Yeah, and I know. I mean, I know when you get a new person to interview, it's great, and I know sometimes some actors probably get long in the tooth because you've interviewed them more than twice, So I understand that.
Oh no, and that's fun. It's always fun because again, like we've done multiple interviews with Gigi Edgley, we've done multiple interviews with Spencer Wilding, but they're both fun and they bring something new to every interview. So it's not like their interviews are the same just because we're asking the same questions and they're it's a different crowd, So I mean, like the whole thing is giving the experience to a new crowd, but there is slightly different takes because they'll tell new stories, or they'll give us different takes that we didn't know and things like that. So it's always fun talking to them either way because it's just a good conversation every time.
It becomes like you almost start feeling like you're part of a rock band. You're going from one gig to the next, and it's just different audiences. It's funny. It's interesting.
Right. So you guys are famous for doing exclusives for every show that you do, whether it be comic books. Is there anything or like graphics? Now, is there anything outside of the Homer destroying the Golden Gate Bridge, or is that your guys' exclusive for the show?
We also have another exclusive, which is done by a new artist on the convention scene, and he is doing a variation of Colossus Girl and Powerhouse poster, and it's in the theme or in the realm of like heavy metal 1970s style poster, and I just wish we were able to get that thing in blacklight because that would look so sweet in blacklight. But it's going to be kind of like a heavy metal type of San Francisco style art, if you know what I mean by that.
Now, are we talking heavy metal as in like just
the magazine?
I was going to say, or the magazine.
Magazine, right?
Okay, yeah. That I mean, just the animation from heavy metal is ridiculous. So, I mean, like, that sounds like it would be really cool too.
Yeah, and I was a big fan. Being 7 years old and reading heavy metal. Had back in those days you had to read it when your parents weren't around.
Yeah.
So in that style, and then Floydman Sumner, who's been doing a lot of the Garbage Pail Kid exclusives for us. This year it's going to be the Powerhouse trading card. So it's going to be the trading card of Powerhouse with stuff in the back, but in garbage pail form. So it can go with a garbage pail collection, and it's the only place you can get it is at the show. So, for the first 100 fans, get it for free. But if you don't make it to be the first 100, then Floydman will have those at his table, and I know those go pretty fast.
Nice. No, that's awesome.
And then also Walden Wong. We did a poster. He did a poster for us, I think, about 3 years ago of Godzilla, and we're bringing that back because it's the 70th anniversary of Godzilla. So, and Walden will be there to sign them for free. Walden, Powerhouse is one of his favorite shows. He never misses it. So he'll be there to sign those exclusive posters as well. So I think we have like 5 or 6 exclusives this year, which is nice.
Nice. And for those of you out there, if you're excited for the Deadpool movie, Walden Wong is an inker for Deadpool. So
Yes.
that is definitely a guy you want to get an autograph for if you're a big Deadpool fan.
Especially this year because if Deadpool's coming out this year, the movie. But you're also bring your comic books that he inked. He'll autograph them for free.
Yeah.
I mean, you can bring like 20 of those things, and he'll autograph them.
That's so cool.
Yeah, Walden is an awesome guy. We haven't had a chance to interview him yet, but we interviewed. Hardly Heroes did an interview with Walden Wong, and I was there to help write that interview back in the day. So I know he's a good dude just from my past experiences with him.
Yeah, he's kind of a homegrown guy. He likes to stay in the Bay Area. He'll come to Reno once in a while. We've been trying to get him to other states, but he doesn't like to be too far from home. So Powerhouse is kind of his thing.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you can be a comic book inker and you don't really have to leave San Francisco to do it. Working for a New York company, living in San Francisco still. So I mean, that's
right.
Cool gig.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, he's still working. He's presently still doing Marvel comic books. So it's like he doesn't have a lot of time to fly to Oregon and other places because he's too busy inking for Marvel.
Right.
And there's not too many opportunities where you can see someone who's actually doing the work now. Usually when there's artists at a Comic-Con, it's usually people who worked for Marvel 10, 15, 20 years ago, not someone who's presently doing it. So it's what makes it special as well, especially with the new Deadpool stuff. It's a good time to get those signatures.
Yeah, because again, that's his most famous work is the Deadpool inks that he's done. So and he's like super proud of that stuff too. I mean, who wouldn't be?
Right. Yeah, and if you guys ever wanted to interview him, I don't know if I guess I could have put him on the schedule, but we stopped doing artists on interview schedules because for panels because the artists rather be at their table,
right,
than doing interviews. But we can work it out in the future if that's something you want to do. I know that I somewhat remember that interview back in the day, but I think a fresh one would also be nice.
Yeah. I think the last artist interview we did was Chris Marinan. That
was some time ago.
Yeah, that's but I mean, again, those are always fun interviews. I mean, we've done Floyd Midsumner in the past. We've done Chris Marinan. We've again, Walden Wong was more of a I was before Distance Nerding time. I guess technically Chris Niosi being an animator as well, which was just this last show, which actually he's going to be on the show this Thursday. So,
oh wow, that's awesome news.
Yeah,
that's great. He's a great guy. He's a load of fun. Right after we had seen him in Oregon, I watched all 3 of those Godzilla movies, the Netflix animated.
They're good.
I don't know. I enjoyed those. I thought those were good.
They're good. They're really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed them more than Shin Godzilla actually. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of a Godzilla freak, so I kind of
we know that.
Star Wars, Godzilla. I mean, I like just about everything, but you have your favorites,
Or you're a kaiju guy in general, man. So I mean, just like it's like anything kaiju we throw your way.
Yeah, like someone asked me the other day, what Toho movie should I watch? I said, you need to watch Atragon. And they're like, what the hell is Atragon? I go, are you kidding me? It was like Star Blazers live action before Star Blazers. It's totally cool. And I don't know if they watched it or not, but that's my movie recommendation for all Distance Nerding listeners and watchers is to watch Atragon, the Toho classic.
Nice, man. So with everything going on with the show and whatnot, is there any prep that you're doing? And like, is there anything that you're like, I know you're running around like a chicken with its head cut off at the show. Like
Right.
everywhere and touching everything. But is there anything that you're excited to get done or excited to see at the show in general?
Well, this event, this powerhouse year, I'll tell you 95% of it has basically been Marina. I have almost been pretty much hands off on this show.
Oh, wow.
And the reason why is I'm opening up a big brick and mortar, which
Right.
I'm sure Cam had explained
yeah.
maybe. And so I've been really having to deal with a lot of that type of thing. But California, Phil, you've been to Idaho, you've been to Oregon, you've been to Reno, and California fans, man, they have to put up or shut up, man. You have to come out and show your stuff because these other states are just, so overpowering compared to the fans in California. So it's a challenge to fans in California. Come out to Powerhouse and show your stuff because other states are really starting to show you up, man. They're hot and heavy at the convention scene. So come out to Powerhouse and show your cosplay and everything you can bring out, and then show these other states how it's done.
Right. Well, speaking of cosplay, the infamous cosplay contest over at Powerhouse Comic-Con, we've seen some crazy, just inventive cosplay at Powerhouse. Tell everybody on that's listening or that's currently watching about the cosplay contest and kind of like what they can expect at the cosplay contest.
Well, if you want to see some of the best cosplay, it's usually at Powerhouse Comic-Con, especially for Bay Area. It's known for that. I've seen some amazing cosplay at past Powerhouse shows, like Samurai Darth Vader. The year we had the Aliens reunion, we had that alien cosplay in the, what is it, that metal suit? What do you call it? It's like a mech, but it's like a construction.
Oh yes. I remember that. That was the Power Loader.
Right, the Power Loader, and so many other great cosplay out there. It's just it's always amazing. So they always bring it, and you get a big money prize and a beautiful trophy and bragging rights, and it's just a fun time. It's just a good time. The weather should be amazing out there that time, and we're gonna have lots of food trucks, so you can eat a lot of food, sit out in the sun, watch Distance Nerding, shot from the hundreds of vendors, great actors going to be there. You know how it is, Phil. It's just going to be loads of fun all day long.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't missed the Colossus Grow show in like 3 years, but I mean, I haven't missed Powerhouse in longer.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah. I mean, Powerhouse. I mean, what, 8 years now? It's amazing how long it's been going. So
yeah, because I first met you at Powerhouse Comic-Con. So
is that right? Has
yeah.
it been? Wow. Yeah.
We first met at Powerhouse Comic-Con, but same thing. DeLong Family Cosplay, the DeLong family, they met us at Powerhouse Comic-Con, and they've been massive fans ever since.
When did you meet them?
This was last year.
Okay, because I had the pleasure of breaking bread with them in Oregon, right?
Yes,
and that was a lot of fun, and of course, exhausted.
Yeah.
And that's the trouble with one day shows is you put everything in that one day, and by the end of it, you're so exhausted, and that's why 2 days are great because you could just kind of lean into the first day and just kind of enjoy it and then have a nice dinner and then do the grind on the second day. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's tougher when it's a 1 day, but Beaver State's 2 days next year. So that's going to be good.
Yeah. So before we let you go here, is there anything else that you kind of want to talk about as in regard to the show or plug to Colossus Grow Memorabilia, the new location you got going on? Any shout outs or any plugs you want to do?
Yeah, just for the fans to come out to Powerhouse Comic-Con. It's it's 8th year, and Spencer, Darth Vader, Rogue One, Gigi Edgerly from Farscape, You know, you're talking Bob Carter, Dragon Ball, so many different anime. Griffin Petua, who was in a lot of anime, including Wario's Move It video game, and a lot of Nintendo voiceover acting, and just so many great and talented people are going to be there. And Powerhouse only happens once a year. Tickets are online on sale, discounted price. Family packs are discounted. Four people get in for like $35. You can't beat that. I think in California now it's like what? Minimum wage is like $20 an hour. It's like, are you kidding me? Hour and a half, you get four hour and a half of work, you get 4 people into Powerhouse. You know what I mean? So I mean, if you work 1 hour, I mean, come on, $10 get into Powerhouse. It's only half an hour of work. So you know what I mean? It's very inexpensive to go to Powerhouse, but you're going to have building memories of a lifetime. So PowerhouseComicCon.com. Come out, get those tickets, and come out and have a great time in Antioch, California. And also, well, I don't know about mentioning the shop or the headquarters, but you know, that's in Boise, Idaho, 3075 North Cole Road. Open 11 a.m. to 7, and you know, there, if you're there, you can buy tickets there at the shop for Gem State Comic Con. You can buy forever passes there. There's going to be events there and autograph signings, all kinds of fun stuff. It's going to be like a mini con every day, all year round. So awesome. if you're in the neighborhood, go to that. But really, for the people out in the Bay Area, California, there's over 14 million people there. I challenge all 14 million people to come out. If all 14 million of you come out, then wouldn't that be amazing? So just let's go out and have a great time. And for all those in Central California or North Central Sacramento area, coming in July is Silver Age Comic Con in Reno. The #1 convention in Northern Nevada is right there, coming in July. And go to the website and check out that lineup. I know Phil was probably excited to interview. That's
Silver Age. Silver Age is going to be ridiculous and fun, man. I'm super excited for it.
It's going to be a party, right? Especially when you're at the Atlantis Casino Resort. I mean, and then you have you know, a couple of cast members from Clerks. So you can't go wrong with that.
I'm so excited for that because I'm such a big Kevin Smith stan that it's a big deal for me to talk to the two of them. You know, I mean, given that they're from Clerks, but I mean, like, still, it's getting around writing the jokes, but still making it family friendly.
Right.
Right. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good time, man.
Yeah, so, you know, Powerhouse, I think, marks the halfway mark of our convention season. Mm-hmm. So, you know, definitely come out. And, hey, next year, we're possibly going to be adding, I'll give you an exclusive, possibly adding another show and another state. So we don't like to saturate in one area. We like to spread out and share the love, right? That's how it's done.
And I know which one you're talking about, and all I got to say about that is I'm not driving to that one. We're going to find a way to ship. So
yeah, pretty soon we'll be in New York. Who knows? Who knows where we'll be?
The further out you start going, the more it's like, okay, so how much is it going to cost me to ship this stuff?
Yeah, I hear you. So we'll keep you updated, though, for sure.
Absolutely. Again, exciting things. We still have a good con season for this season. Just even more to get everybody excited for the next con season. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Get to Powerhouse Comic Con. You need to be at Powerhouse Comic Con, not only to come and hang out with us, but to see all the guests that are there, and you know, all the guests that we're not interviewing, because there are still more guests than just the ones we're interviewing, guys. So make your way to Antioch, the Antioch County Fairgrounds, and get over to Powerhouse Comic Con on June 8th. It's going to be a hell of a time.
What did they say in this? What England in the '60s? They say it's going to be a hoot.
I almost said that. I almost said it's going to be a hoot. Well, Dave, we appreciate you coming on and spending some time and talking about Powerhouse. Again, I can't reiterate how many times I'm going to say it, but I want everybody that is in the vicinity of my voice, whether it be the live version or on the podcast, if you can make it to Powerhouse, make it to Powerhouse. Come and say hi to us on stage, and maybe we'll give you a prize. I don't know.
Yeah, prizes are good.
Exactly. Oh, even this, the person from the furthest away, right? If you are from the furthest away, you come and see us on stage, I'm giving you a prize. That's basically it.
Wow. Hey, that's a challenge. What did they say on Married with Children? Challenge accepted? Is that what they did?
Exactly. All right, Dave. Well, thank you, man, for coming on and hanging out with us for a little bit and talking about Powerhouse.
Yeah, and have a good rest of your show.
We will try. James should be coming on here soon at some point. So
I miss that guy.
Yeah, I know, right? He should be at Powerhouse. As far as we know, he's going to be at Powerhouse. So
that's major alert news right there. You better.
I think it's easy to get that one because it's like 2 hours away from home. So
I just make him a special guest. It's such a big news.
I know, right? Special guest. It's like a big announcement.
Yep.
James Navarro from the Distance Learning Podcast is actually going to be there.
Show nothing for the speakers.
No imitations.
No imitations.
Except no imitation, yeah.
The true blue Filipino superhero. All right. All right, Dave. Well, thanks, man. We always love talking with you. We will see you soon in 2 weeks, man.
You guys have a good night.
All right, Dave. Have a good one. I'm excited, man. It's gonna be a fun show. Oh, look, Mob Stash is the guest of the hour.
Hey. Sorry about that. My light came in like right when all that was all happening.
Oh, that's okay. I was wondering what the Amazon package was.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and move on. Get back to what we were talking about here. So we were getting ready to do this last trailer. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's react to Beetlejuice. Are you excited for this, man?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael Keaton, man. Keaton's my Batman.
There you go. Keaton bringing this role back, but not only just that, like just the entire cast looks like it's 100% back in because they all just like they look exactly like Lydia looks like she just aged a couple of years.
Yeah. And it's crazy. Well, we'll talk about it when she says it in the thing, but there's a line she says that she said in the movie, I guess when they're sitting on the bench or something.
Yeah.
But also, he seems all in, like totally being Beetlejuice. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, look at the picture on screen right now. He 100% looks exactly like he did back in the day.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
Yeah. So let's get into this trailer here.
How they do for commercial or trailers sometimes.
Yeah, I think they've been getting a lot better about that, where they're not just giving away the trailer anymore. Just because it's come to bite them in the ass more than once in Hollywood to when they do stuff like that, right? So I think they've figured it out and said like, oh, we're not gonna just give away the entire everything, right?
Yeah.
Sewong in the chat saying, I wonder if they will bring the characters from the animated series to make a cameo. I hope they do. Some of those characters are a big deal. I'm like reading all the chat right now because the chat just blew up.
I don't know, Coach. I don't think we made it.
I'm not your coach. It's the Tim Burton Power Juice. I think they're mixing some of the animated series into this one, like they can go into the world and still be alive. Like I said, I wonder if they do mix in some of the stuff from the animated series. But if they do that, and that means that they're gonna make Lydia and Beetlejuice like friends, and the trailer doesn't seem like they're friends.
No,
You know?
don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
Yeah,
And much like a child, like, hey, don't touch the toaster, and of course you touch the fucking toaster.
right. Oh God,
But it's
I'd give it 10 Tim Burton zombie heads out of 10 football players. I'm not your coach. So Ash, what is your rating for this trailer?
I give it 10 we've come for your daughter chucks out of 10. The dog for some reason is holding up the car when it's all balancing before it goes into the lake or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what is happening?
There goes Jahmez just in time to miss the trailer and to miss to miss Dave Hayworth being on the show.
I mean, I was in the chat. Thanks for acknowledging me in the chat.
I like how I'm being I was saying I like how I'm being overrun by Raider fans. Right?
Raiders.
It's okay. Let's talk the winning team.
Faithful to the Bay, I guess.
Yeah. I knew exactly where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear you. Let's not get canceled for that. But I mean, at the same time,
let's get canceled for other reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Haters, even though we are the winning franchise. So
yeah. How's that Super Bowl?
Yeah. Well, how's it not making it into the playoffs?
Hey, you're at the same place we are, man. You're a loser. The one thing we need you to do is beat the Chiefs, and you guys can't do that, right? We did it with a rookie quarterback who threw for 62 yards. He may have underhanded thrown for 62 yards. And you guys couldn't beat him? Come on, man. Anyway, let's keep it going. Look, right. The Long family shout out Raiders.
Yeah, and then Tater saying "Bay proud." So I mean that actually works because Tater and James are always opposite anyway.
He just mistyped that.
My homeboy is the goat. Say Wong because my homeboy is the goat.
Yeah, Say Wong always gotta ruin the mood.
So we're giving ratings for the Beetlejuice trailer. Jahmez, I'm sure you've watched it. So what is your rating?
I'm excited for this. I like that they're bringing this back, and I think they're doing it in a good way. I want to give this 9 shrunken heads out of 10. They better pump me some Harry Belafonte music. Give me some Deo. Give me something Harry Belafonte. That's what I'm
in the line. Shake your body and whine. Okay, I believe you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Do you guys so you know how in the first movie it's against? Do you think it's gonna be one of those things where now we have to work together? Do you know what I mean? You know how they always do that kind of shit? It's versus, and then in the second movie they have to work together, like Kong and Godzilla, like that kind of thing.
Like Cobra Kai.
It seems like Cobra Kai. Because there is a scene where the two of them look at each other and they it seems like they're working together for something.
Maybe the Willem Dafoe character.
Maybe because the trailer doesn't seem like they're really giving much away. Right? Mm-hmm. There's no plot in this trailer at all. It's all just kind of shock scenes and fun stuff. So there's not really anything being given away in the trailer so far. All right. I am gonna give this 9 inappropriately mini hooker hotels. Out of 10. I'm not your coach.
Nice.
So that's it for Lights Camera Reaction. Let's get into the next segment of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to start some rumors. I don't know where to get him. Oh, I love that. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry.
What
Tat-
happened?
Tater's rating in the chat is perfect. He's given that 10. I'm going to save that for later. Out of 10 Beetlejuice snakeheads.
Tater had a good joke. Hey, good for him. Good job, Tater. Well done.
That's actually good. So Sandra Betty's saying, will we know what happened to Barbara and Adam?
Oh.
Because remember, Barbara and Adam pass on at the end of the first movie.
Oh, good point. Good point. Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited for it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, are you ready for some rumors?
Absolutely.
I got
Hopefully
a few
he doesn't have a
of
gun.
them. Let's do it. Hello again, Sydney. Some new rumored details have been shared for Scream VII. It sounds like a lot, but I was thinking, I'm like, they only 7?
Right.
It feels like there was more. Which will see
Probably
Nev
'cause of the
Campbell
series.
and Courtney. What's that?
Sorry, probably because of the series, the MTV
Oh,
series.
maybe.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about the series.
I did forget about that. Courtney Cox return as Sydney Prescott and Gail Weathers. The story will involve a big time jump following the events of the last movie. The reason for this is so that Sydney's children have grown to an appropriate slasher movie age. So I guess they're going to take over. So it's also been reported that the film will be partially set in a new town that's not Woodsboro, and that this next movie will launch a whole new trilogy. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we into Scream?
Absolutely, especially with the way that they've been doing them lately.
Yeah. But I wonder if this answers like why Jenny Ortega isn't coming back.
Right.
Right? Because they do this like time jump. Like, let's just get past it. Anyway, tacos on the table. Are we ready to time jump into a new Scream trilogy?
My tacos are on the table. I think actually they probably decided on this when Jenna Ortega dropped out. So I
Yes.
think when Jenna Ortega dropped out, they're like, okay, well, if she's not coming back, then why not do a time jump and make them all a little bit older?
Mm-hmm. Get some new teeny boppers in there to
Right.
run around. Gotcha. What do you think, Ash? Are you excited for some Scream?
Okay. I don't know why my shit's always a scenario. Okay, like the Crow, right? he had the mask because he touched the mask and whatever. So there's no reason for the mask in all the other Crows. Part 2 was cool because that was his mother. And then now it's like copycats and blah blah blah, and it's kind of like I don't know the reason for the like Mike Myers was always Mike Myers. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like I don't know. It's just become like, well, who done it kind of a thing, but using that mask. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm just
it's turning into
and then I'm
Scooby-Doo.
always it gives me like Walking Dead anxiety if Nev Campbell or Courtney Cox is gonna die. Like I'm kind of done as far as Scream movies. I'm not gonna say they're not creative and they're not awesome. It's just no reason that it should be that iconic get up. Does that make sense? Am I saying it right?
I think it's supposed to be some like cult is like doing these slasher things, but I'm kind of in the same boat as you, where it's like, give me a better story than just some random cult type thing happening. All right, let's keep it going. It's
time to go the distance, and I don't mean distance nerding. We mean time to go the distance.
Look at you in the pipes, your vibrato ass.
I know, right? Just letting them all know I can get it down. Singer and songwriter Dua Lipa is being courted to star as Megara in
the shark. The shark.
The shark, yes, the shark. Megara in Disney's live-action remake of Hercules.
Hercules.
When the project,
I could definitely see that.
When the project was first announced, it was revealed that Avengers Endgame directors Joe and Anthony Russo were on board as producers, and Guy Ritchie was set to direct. Lipa made a brief cameo in Barbie, and she has a minor supporting role in Argyle, but she is looking to make a big splash in Hollywood as an actress. So, guys, tacos on the table. Will Dua Lipa Houdini her way into a new Hercules movie?
Ah,
See what I
pretty
did there?
good.
It's like a
That's
J
how
Lo
you-
thing, man. They're striking while the iron's hot. Like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
If-
I totally
Maybe
agree.
Taylor Swift can't act, but if they had a chance to put Taylor Swift in a movie, you know goddamn well that they're gonna put her in a movie.
She
I mean,
might be
to
in a
bring
movie.
people to the movie.
She's gonna be in Deadpool. We know for a fact she's gonna be in Deadpool. We
Oh
just
shit! See, even better.
Yeah, we
Not
just don't
for
know
a
which one.
fact.
Yes,
But
we know.
you know what I mean.
We know she's gonna be in the movie. The question is, we don't know if it's gonna be a cameo or if it's gonna be if she's actually playing a character. Because the rumor that everybody's throwing out there is, oh yeah, no, she's gonna play Dazzler. But it's
That's right, Dazzler.
yeah, but it's like, you know, I don't think she's doing that. I think in all reality, she's just gonna do a cameo as herself.
If it's Gwen Stacy, do we riot?
Is
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy like? I don't know. She's got the long legs. I don't know if she's.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think she would, because she's already dipping her toes in, and to be a part of Disney, I mean, you're set for life as far as legacy.
And she can sing. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And she can sing. She got some pipes.
You look like that. So
I actually really liked her in Argyle. I don't know if you saw Argyle.
I've been wanting to see that because of John Cena
Yeah, I want to see it.
Oh, he's in that? I didn't see him.
and Henry Cavill.
I didn't see him. My tacos are definitely on the table for some Dua Lipa.
Yeah, no, I'm with you guys too. I think my tacos are on the table. I think Dua Lipa is going to make that jump, and I think it makes sense to have her play Meg. You know, she has the look. Yeah, I mean she's very good looking. She can play Meg fairly easily. And like at first in my head, I was thinking like, well, how would she look as a curly haired brunette? But it's like, I think she'd look good as a curly haired brunette. I think she'd be fine.
Come on.
Look at half her videos. She's brunette in half her videos.
But curly hair, like they would have to make her hair
Oh, yeah.
like curly.
It also
All right.
it also follows in the footsteps of Beyonce. So it's another, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Queen Bee? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Lion King.
Oh, good point. That's a good
Right.
point. All right. I'm going to keep it going. Our Spidey rumor sense is tingling after Spider-Man No Way Home became such a huge success. Marvel fans have been wondering when we would ever see Toby Maguire and Andrew Garfield back in the Spider-Man roles. Sony's Tom Rothman and Marvel's Kevin Feige did not agree on bringing these actors back for Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland. So Sony, this is Sony being Sony, Sony Pictures does want to bring the two actors back as like their respective Spider-Man, but maybe key players in a multiverse that's not the MCU version of the multiverse. So they might bring them back as the Spider-Man multiverse
Right.
type thing.
Because they've officially made it that the Venom in their movies is in Andrew Garfield's universe. So
Oh, that's where he jumped to?
yeah.
Oh, Tom Holland? Or are we talking about the end when the goes to the I sound real smart right now.
No,
You know
I
the
knew
part-
exactly what you said, but I just wanted you to keep doing the hand thing.
Are
He comes
we
to
talking
the
about that? Or are we talking about Tom Hardy?
No, so yeah, Tom Hardy's Venom comes to the MCU and then goes back to his respective universe.
Gotcha.
You're saying that
Okay.
the universe that Venom lives in is Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
Got it.
universe.
Damn, that would have been
Oh.
cool. Like a sarcastic off. It'd be good.
Yeah. right. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. So talk is on the table. Will Sony spin a web with just two Spider-Mans? Spider-Mans?
Yes, and they're gonna fall on their faces completely because Sony's in this to try and capitalize on Spider-Man. They realize that Spider-Man is the most popular comic book character in the world, and they don't know how to capitalize on the live action stuff. They keep putting out shitty movies, so their whole thing is okay. Well, we haven't been able to do Spider-Man in any of our shitty movies, but hey, let's do past versions of Spider-Man in our shitty movies, and maybe people will come see our shitty movies. We're basically going to talk about one of those shitty movies later because Sony really is dumb. They're gullible. They really are stupidly gullible.
Wow. They invented the Discman, dude. So you better relax.
That has
So
nothing
you
to do
can't
with
even run with a Discman.
Oh my God, that's true.
Yeah.
It was
I remember
you know what? I had the anti-shock one and it still skipped.
Yeah. So.
That's why I don't run. That's what happened. Thanks, Sony. That's why I
Or
don't
even
run.
having it in your dashboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Sony, that's why I'm fat, because you didn't have good enough technology. Thanks a lot, Sony.
But I feel like Toby Maguire, they did 1, 2 good, 3 they fuck up new. Part 1 for Garfield 1, and then part 2 it was not great, and then they just give up. They just give up, and like we need somebody new. We need somebody new.
Their issue is the whole thing is, again, they're trying to find ways to make as much money as they can, but they don't realize that if you just do the character right, and you get writers that actually care about the characters, you will make money. The thing is that their whole thing is, oh, let's experiment. You know, like we were successful with the first movie, let's experiment with the second one. Like, no, don't jump into crazy ass artistic experimentation with a character that's already been through a lot of that. And it's like, you know, reimagining the characters. It's like you don't even know that people are gonna like if you guys do it the right way.
Which one had Venom or symbiote?
That was
in it?
Spider-Man 3. That's the Toby Maguire movie.
Toby Maguire. Okay.
And they totally chose the wrong person to play.
Oh, of course.
Who's it? Topher?
Topher Grace. Like, why would you have Topher Grace play Eddie Brock?
God,
I no answer, bro.
Okay, but 2, like part 1, like, hey, we're best friends. Part 2, I found out about you being Spider-Man. How is part 3 not him being the main bad guy, of him being lied to, losing his dad? Like, it fed into him being, that was the arc. And then you just gave us Venom and, hey, we're back to best friends, but I lost half my face. Like, doesn't make any fucking sense.
They tried to do the same thing with Amazing Spider-Man 2, because with Amazing Spider-Man 2, they tried to make New Goblin the villain, and it's like, well, at that point, we don't need the Green Goblin. We already have Electro, and we already have who was the other villain that was in that movie? There was another villain. Was Sandman in the second movie?
The third movie.
Sandman was in the third Spider-Man
with
movie.
Venom. With Venom.
Amazing Spider-Man, they had Electro, and was it just New Goblin?
And Goblin.
It was just New Goblin. Okay, and I get, because what we got out of that, like, you know, what we got out of that was the death of Gwen Stacy. You know, which kind of is like something that's needed for the arc of Spider-Man, because there are 2 losses that Peter has that makes him the hero that he becomes. The first one is Uncle Ben. The second one is Gwen Stacy. When Gwen Stacy dies, he never recovers from that.
That fucking thud. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and that scene, again, for all the wrong...
Oh, the Gwen scene?
Yeah. For all
that thud.
That's literally how she dies in the comics. Is he's
awful.
trying to save her, and the shock from the from the web kills her, like, right before she hits the ground. You know, so
it's awful.
Yeah, it is such. But again, you need
roll that scene right now.
Scene ready for us. But I mean, like that was probably one of the best scenes in that movie, just because, again, it's heartbreaking. Because the whole point is supposed to be that Peter can't save everybody. As much as
the guilt of the dad take care of her. You know what I mean? Like, big time.
That's what he gets out of it, is that it takes Peter realizing that he can't save everybody in order to grow as a hero. Especially the people that he loves, because that's 2 people that passed away on his watch.
Sucks for him. Speaking of Spider-Man, not long after it was revealed that Godzilla, is it Godzilla X Kong? Godzilla by Kong? I don't know what they do with this.
It's Godzilla X Kong.
Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire director Adam Wingard is not coming back to direct the next Godzilla movie. it's being reported that he's being eyed for Spider-Man 4. Wingard has a few other films in development right now, including Ash, Thundercats.
Yes.
Ho!
Thunder. Thundercats. Ho! Would you call
And
me?
an action movie titled Onslaught, which is said to be his next film. Tacos on the table. Do we see Wingard taking on this Godzilla-sized task of directing Spider-Man 4? Mm-hmm. Tacos on the table.
What do you think, Ash?
I would guess they'd have to. Hey, yo! I would guess that they'd have. I'd want to see the script because it's a Sony script, so I'd want to see that before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like, I'm not going to get to be able to make my movie because you want blah 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 to be in it. You want make sure we show this, and I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Not a lot of people have full reign like Tim Burton and Tarantino. Like some people have to do that stuff.
Yeah, especially this, because this is like the Sony and Marvel's Disney is like, you know, mom and dad are divorced, but then they got to like co-parent, and they got to co-parent the Spider-Man franchise, and they don't know what to do with it. What do you think, young Phil? Is Wingard gonna direct Spider-Man 4?
I think that they are eyeing him because his schedule is opening up by not taking the new Godzilla movie or the next Godzilla and X Kong movie. I think that they're like putting him in the running, but it doesn't necessarily mean that he is going to be the director. I think that there are a lot of people. I'm going to take this news like the Reed Richards news. Like every other week, we had like this person is going to play Reed Richards, and this person is going to play Reed Richards. And at some point,
Good point.
Yeah, at some point, I was like, I'm not going to take the news until it's officially announced. So I think that right now, it's just everybody is fan casting who they want to direct the movie. And you know, Sony may very well be talking with Wingard, but I think he's just in the running. I think they're looking at multiple options to figure out who has the vision to direct the film that they want.
Good point. All right, you ready to move on? Ash, you got any tacos on the table on this? Wingard?
I the only thing I'm gonna go with probably not.
There you go. But he's doing Thundercats. Are you excited about that?
I am excited about that, but again, I'm you know, again, it's a script thing because like if it looks so amazing, how do you say it? Like it's a live action, right? So it's like I don't want it to look like Cats, but I want it to, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a hard sell.
You don't want people in cat bodysuits with cat buttholes?
Not really. And then he's got the crop top, and then he's got the Richard Marx hair. Like it's gonna be a hard sell.
Richard Marx hair.
Richard Marx hair.
Oh, that's good. You know, it's one of those things where it's like.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, show me Panthro. But you know, it's one of those things where it's like you want them to be like, dude, I loved Thundercats when I was a kid. They should do something with it. And then it's like somebody's gonna do something with it, and you're like, I don't know if I actually want somebody to do something with it.
At least it's not Michael Bay.
The way that he talks about it, though, like he talks like he seems like a massive Thundercats fan. So
does he? Okay, that's good.
That was brought up when it was first announced that he was a massive fan.
Yeah.
But, that's good. That's good.
What you have in your head and what you have as material, who you have working on it, that it might not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In my head, I could make an amazing Batman film, but once I put it out there, and you know, the studio wants Carrot Top as Joker, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna work.
Yeah, yeah. It's like when you think back to like an old girlfriend, you're like, oh, that was great. I wonder what's happening now. And then like you see her on Facebook, like 30 years later, you're like, ooh, maybe we don't want to run into each other.
Exactly like that, James.
James, are you bringing up the ex-girlfriend thing again?
Different. It was a different one. It was
a different ex-girlfriend. Okay,
different one.
I'm just trying to save you, man, because I don't want Jenny to hear this episode and then murder you.
Don't worry, she doesn't listen to this anyway, so we're good.
Not again with the cheerleader, James.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. We're good. We're fine.
If it does, can I do the Peter cry? Uncle Ben? Oh, Uncle Ben? Can I do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes, he
Jahmez? Jahmez?
Wow.
Oh my god. I don't. We have so many Spider-Man rumors. I forgot where we are with Spider-Man.
We're on the
rumors.
third one now.
Yeah.
You gotta make me count.
Yeah.
1, 2.
It's on screen.
3. Okay. There you go. Okay. Sony has got the fever for some Spider-Man news. A new report is claiming that Sony and Marvel's Spider-Man 4 is going to kick off a new trilogy of Spider-Man films. It's also said that Miss Marvel and Batgirl directors Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah could be in the running to helm the 3 films. Talk was on the table. Will Sony spin the new Spider-Man project into a trilogy?
You keep hearing how I feel about Sony, right?
Yeah.
Sony does not make good decisions.
There's too many rumors.
But the thing is that a lot of these rumors are mainly going to be more so because Sony is like, well, cash cow. We can make money doing this. You know, Sony does not do things for the fans. They do things because they think that they're going to make money by exploiting what the fans like, but not doing it in a way that the fans are going to like. So, I mean, like, that's the whole thing is I think that Sony is probably trying to develop a new Spider-Man trilogy, but in this case, it comes down to 1, does Tom Holland want to do the movies? 2, does Kevin Feige want them to do the movies? Right? Does Kevin Feige even have a plan for all of that? You know what I mean?
He does get a say, doesn't he? Even if it's not MCU related, doesn't he get a say in what happens?
He gets a say on anything that is connected to their universe.
I think they should do something where it's like, here's a movie with Toby Maguire, and then here's a different movie with Andrew Garfield, and then bring them in together for a third movie and do it that way. So there's still some like ramp up to it for them coming back together.
But see, like Sony, a lot of Sony executives are like the old way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
They're not about let's make good movies. They're about, oh, hey, Spider-Man No Way Home made a lot of money because there's 3 Spider-Man in one movie. So let's make another movie with a bunch of Spider-Man in it, and we'll make a bunch of money. I
mean, the math isn't that wrong. Look at Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse. Right. It's like the more Spider-Man you throw into a movie, the better it does. So
but that's the wrong way to look at it. The way they should be looking at it is we made a good movie that just so happens to have multiple Spider-Man characters in it. Because the Spider-Verse movies aren't good because there's a shit ton of Spider-Man characters in it. Those movies are good because the writing is good, because the story is good. No Way Home is good because the story is good, and the plot of the story lends itself to have multiple Spider-Man characters in it. Right? So, no, I was just going to say, so the math isn't put multiple Spider-Man in one movie and that's going to make money. It's make a good movie that has a reason to have multiple Spider-Man in it. Sony obviously doesn't know how to make good movies because James, you watched Madam Web. You know what a shit show that was.
I don't know why I did it, but I did.
We know that Morbius is a shit show and that they were stupid and gullible enough to put it back in theaters because Morbin Time got trending on Twitter. Sorry, X. You know, we're going to talk about the stupid decision that they're making later, right?
Yeah.
Not that it's a stupid decision. It's actually a smart decision to do what they're doing, but they're doing it for stupid reasons. And we're going to talk about that later. So,
speaking of stupid, I'm stupid, and I watched Madam Web twice.
What?
Because I watched it by myself alone in the middle of the night, and I was like, this is stupid. Why did I watch this? Waste of a night. But then like 2 days later, my wife was like, oh, what's this? And just turned it on. And I couldn't be like, I watched it without you. I don't want that kind of heat. You know what I mean? So I had to sit through it again.
Yeah.
Again, she doesn't watch this, so it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so her being somebody who is on the outside, and isn't as nerdy as us, did she enjoy the movie, or was she like, "What the fuck?"
Oh no, she was like, "What did we just see?" I'm like, "I still don't know.
Yeah,
I
okay,
have no
good,
idea."
good. So that even says it, right? Like even people who aren't in on all the nerdy shit
Uh-huh.
are still like, "This is fucking stupid."
But she did bring something new to the table. She noticed that one of the Spider girls, right, the Latina one, that's Dora the Explorer from the live action Dora movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, that is Dora. Look at Dora got webs. Dora got powers now. All right, good for Dora.
Jesus.
I'll watch a Dora movie. I'll watch another Dora movie.
There you go. Did we all talk about our rumors or our tacos?
Just real quick. Every time we've been mentioning Spider-Man 4, I thought we were talking about the Toby Maguire Spider-Man 4. So it was like, oh, and then like I realized that after Homecoming there would be 4. Like I wasn't paying attention because we were talking about when we said 4 because we were talking about Toby Maguire. But yeah,
There it is.
Spider-Man, me and the homies.
right. The homies. And it sucks because too, I mean, whatever Sony does, they got MCU has to make that make sense in future movies.
They don't necessarily need to, because now that they've established the multiverse, it's like you can go and do your stupid shit in your own universe, and it's not tied to anything that we do.
Yeah.
But they're still going to use Holland, right? So
They're still, let's see, the only thing that they screw up is if they put Tom Holland in one of their crappy movies, then yes, they're screwed. And then MCU has to fix that. But
okay,
Kevin Feige.
So when we're saying Spider-Man 4, we're referring to the
Tom Holland
verse,
Tom
right?
Holland,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So Kevin Feige has been really, really on top of making sure that people follow the Bible, like not the Bible, but I mean like the MCU, the Marvel Bible, when it comes to the movies that they're making, right? So it's like if you're not following where our plot is going and where our stories are going, your shit is multiverse and it's not a part of what we're doing. So
okay,
that's where Sony's like making all these movies, and it's like you're not associated with us, right? Kraven the Hunter. Not a movie that anybody is gonna want.
Still
to
not even out.
Yep. Again, we'll talk about that in a little bit. So, moving on to the next rumor here. Some spicy mac and cheese Thunderbolts news.
Ooh,
yeah, I'm so excited for the spice. The latest rumor: Thunderbolts is a Black Widow sequel, the same way Civil War was a Captain America sequel. Yelena's handling Red Room remnants and then gets sidetracked with Thunderbolts.
Yeah, I can see that connecting to Black Widow. Makes sense.
So another rumor says that the story will kick off with Yelena Belova, U.S. agent, Ghost, and Taskmaster being sent by Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine to take out an unknown target in a vault. There's no word on who the target is, but in the middle of the mission, the crew realizes they were sent there to be killed themselves. And after escaping the ordeal, they decide to team up and take down Val. Thunderbolt, with an asterisk, is set to hit theaters on May 5th, 2025. So, guys, tacos on the table. Will Yelena get more spicy mac and cheese than Thunderbolts?
That my tacos are on the table. My spicy mac and cheese tacos, sure, that'll work. Hearing these rumors and then knowing that Sentry's coming, I think she's sending them to take down Sentry, or Sentry to take them down, and she's like, I'm just gonna pick whoever's left. Like it's either we're gonna make Sentry our guy, or we're gonna send all these guys and they're gonna take out Sentry and we'll find somebody else.
Which makes sense, because I mean, again, a lot of people, she hasn't been called it in the MCU yet, but Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine is Madam Hydra. So I mean, like, it's going to be interesting to see that turn of, especially now that Hydra doesn't exist in the MCU, but we have Madam Hydra. Like, is she getting the remnants of Hydra back together, or is she starting a new organization? Because we're probably going to see that turn in this. We've been seeing some of the build up to it, but this is going to be one of the films that heavily features Fontaine in a movie. So I think the turn to Madam Hydra is going to happen in this movie.
I like it. I really like her. I hope she doesn't do the, what is it, the Elaine dance?
Oh God, I need her.
I kind of want to see the Elaine dance, but I don't want to see the Elaine dance.
Yeah, I need to see the Elaine dance. So off rhythm. It's so good.
Cool. Any more rumors? I think that was it, right?
That is it for rumors. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have now gotten to the end of the rumors, which means it is now time to get into the news. It's time for the download.
The Raiders.
Yeah.
No,
I just want to say that.
I know you did. But
Right.
but no.
Carry on.
Ladies and gentlemen, for more news, trailers, reactions, check out the Nerdington Post. Let us know what you're nerding out on. Currently, all the trailers that we just watched and so much more are all in the Nerdington Post. Keep up in the Nerdington Post to find out all the things that we've got going on and check out all the memes that we're posting and all the fun stuff, all the conversations that are happening. You know what I haven't checked on? I actually put a poll up in the Nerdington Post over the weekend. And in that poll, I asked what was everybody's favorite morph transformation.
Oh, from X-Men 97?
X-Men 97. And I listed all of them, but I haven't checked on it, so I don't know who's actually winning that.
My favorite one was probably the Reed Richards Mr. Fantastic, like out of nowhere.
Yeah,
you know, just like, oh, let me transform him into him. Or it was the Sabretooth one, just like, hey, let's just mess with Wolverine and let's go at it for a little bit. I'm like, that was kind of cool. Like, it's like their little spar session, little bromance.
Right. So top three, Jean Grey is leading at number one with 33% of the vote. Psylocke at 16% is in second place. Actually tied with Psylocke is Sabretooth.
Psylocke did show up twice, huh? It was Morph once, and then actually Psylocke
towards the end, yeah.
Yeah, with Alpha Flight.
And then in third place tied is the Hulk and Mr. Sinister.
Oh yeah, the Hulk one was kind of fun.
Yeah. Actually, the Hulk, Mr. Sinister, and Quicksilver are tied for third.
Good mathing. Got some good mathing going on. By the way, Sandra's in the chat, so I know all the secrets. Yes, Sandra, you're on the inner circle now, or in the inner circle. So don't fuck it up, okay? So
if Morph
you ran into the, go ahead.
If Morph didn't get hurt and turned back into Morph, we wouldn't know that was. You know what I mean? Because we were talking about it like a couple weeks ago. Oh shit! What the fuck is the Hulk doing here? Oh shit! What the? And then like if he didn't get hurt and turned back into it, you'd be like, oh, that's right.
Yeah. I remember the first episode. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah, exactly. That one, that was Juggernaut too. Was that mentioned at all?
Yeah. So I have all 16 transformations on the Nerdington post in that poll. I just named off the ones that are on the top three right now.
Perfect. Yeah. But every time I forget that. That's Morph.
Yeah. So okay.
Morph.
Just throw it out there. This is for everybody that is listening right now or maybe watching. He had a total of 16 transformations over the course of the entire show. It was Professor X, Jean Grey, Angel, Blob, Lady Deathstrike, Colossus, Psylocke, Sabretooth, Spiral, Wolverine, Magic, Quicksilver, Juggernaut, the Hulk, Mr. Sinister, and Mr. Fantastic.
You said Archangel? Yeah.
I put Angel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, it's crazy. Wait, can you explain his power set to me? Because he doesn't get the powers, right?
Right. So he can transform into the physical form of any person or any mutant.
Right.
He just doesn't get the powers. So a lot of times, like when he was the Hulk, he was the form of the Hulk, but the Jean Grey was amplifying his strength so that he could have the power.
Yeah, like he had a force field around him, so he was pretty much like a cannonball that she was whipping around.
Exactly.
Interesting. All right, cool.
So let's get into this first story, ladies and gentlemen. Is this dunk news or egg news? I don't know what comes first, the dunk or the egg. HBO has hired a director to take on the Game of Thrones spin-off series, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, The Hedge Knight. Black Mirror director Owen Harris will helm 3 of the 6 episodes for the Game of Thrones spin-off, which is based on George R.R. Martin's Tales of Dunk and Egg. The eggs will be cooked sometime in 2025.
Alrighty.
And egg is short for Aegon because it's Aegon Targaryen, but that's fine.
Gotcha.
Still a good joke.
It's a very good joke. Whoever's writing these jokes, well done.
Right?
Well done.
This has nothing to do with the one that's already like the season 2 we're waiting on, right?
No,
Nope, not on House of Dragons. No.
Okay.
But it is a prequel as well, but they're not connected.
Okay.
If that makes sense. All right.
Okay.
Over to some serial killer news. The prequel series Dexter Original Sin, currently in development at Paramount Plus with Showtime. Patrick Gibson will take on the role of Dexter. Christian Slater will play his adopted father, Harry, and Molly Brown will play Dexter's sister, Deborah. The 3 roles were previously played by Michael C. Hall, James Remar, and Jennifer Carpenter. The 10-episode prequel is set in 1991, 15 years before the events of Dexter. Did we want a Dexter prequel?
Not necessarily. I love Dexter as a series. I mean, except for the last season, but I mean, like, Dexter is a good show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't necessarily feel like we need a prequel because, like, what are they going to do? It's like, oh, it's him as because they did a lot of this in the show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what are they going to do? Like, okay, more of him as a young adult, or possibly him as a teenager, but like probably more of him as a young adult, navigating around, wanting to be a serial killer.
Yeah.
And, his dad showing him how to channel everything so that he could become a forensics blood splatter analysis.
Well, that's what it is. That's what the premise is I heard is that his dad is showing him who to kill and why to go after those people, because I guess he has a thirst for killing, but he's like, go after these people because they deserve to not be alive, kind of thing, and it'll keep the police off your trail, kind of thing.
But they kind of did that in the first 3 seasons.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if they need to do a whole series of this.
It's got Christian Slater, though.
Yeah. I mean, Christian Slater is fun. I don't feel like he fits the mold for Harry Morgan. Harry Morgan, they need somebody who can pull off more of what's his name? The guy who played the T-1000.
Robert Patrick?
Robert Patrick. He needs to have more of a Robert Patrick vibe.
Yeah.
Right, because Harry Morgan had kind of like that Robert Patrick vibe to him.
Gotcha.
I don't feel like that's Christian Slater.
1995 Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Chef's Kiss. 1995.
That's actually pretty
Would have been dope.
And then Patrick Gibson playing Dexter Morgan. I don't know what this dude looks like.
Yeah, it's all right. It's still a ways away, I think.
It also kind of feels like it takes away the mystique of the character when you explain him to the nth degree.
Yes.
It's like, oh, well, even Batman still has secrets. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I feel you.
When it's just you're beating a dead horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dead horse. That might have been killed. Might have been serial killed.
Yeah, the kid that's gonna play him, he doesn't really look that much like Michael C. Hall. So
yeah,
I don't know. He looks kind of like a wafy British kid. So
I'll wait for the trailer. Okay,
even if it's successful, it's like young Sheldon. Like, okay, that's the kid, and then he's the same age as the first season of Big Bang, and it's like they don't look anything like. What are we doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's happening here? Let's keep it going though.
All right. Well, speaking of killing, time to get your knives out again. Writer and director Ryan Johnson has been developing his third film in the Knives Out franchise, and he recently revealed that the title of the film will be Wake Up, Dead Man. Production will begin soon. The film will be peeling the glass onion sometime in 2025. Are you guys excited for this? I for all the hate that I give Ryan Johnson with Star Wars, these movies are amazing.
I saw part 1. I loved it. I still have not seen the Batista one. Part
You
2.
are missing out because Glass Onion.
Batista.
Yeah,
He's so funny.
Glass Onion was just as good as the first movie. Like the twist in that
Good.
movie was just as good. So
Yeah.
Chris Evans was such a fucking dick.
It's so funny because seeing Batista, like, we know him as like the wrestler, and then we know him as Drax, but then like seeing him like in normal like look, and then all the crazy tats and how big he is, it makes no sense, and his character is just off the chain. It's funny. Yeah. Like in the pool, when he's just like shooting in the pool, he's like, he's an idiot. That's funny. Okay. Speaking of killing, we're gonna need a bigger boat for these jokes. Yeah, see, Jaws.
Absolutely need a bigger boat for these jokes.
Universal Pictures has announced a new film project that was created and will be directed by Steven Spielberg. Deadline says there's no details to share on the story for the movie. There's also no title for the movie, but last month it was reported that Spielberg would have a UFO-based film based on his original ideas. Great. We're getting another alien movie.
Another alien movie by Steven Spielberg. He's so obsessed with aliens, man.
He is obsessed with aliens.
Yeah.
The filmmaker's longtime collaborator, David Cope, is set to write the script. Spielberg and Cope previously worked on projects such as Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, War of the Worlds, Indiana Jones, and the Crystal Skull. Again, aliens.
Yeah.
It's set to land in theaters May 15th, 2026.
So what the movie that he's working on, it turns out that he's working on the new Jurassic World movie. And he's introducing that aliens are the ones that brought the dinosaurs to Earth.
Alien dinosaurs?
Yeah.
How come nobody's done alien dinosaurs?
Isn't that what 65 was?
Oh yeah, I guess they have.
Aliens brought dinosaurs to Earth? Is that the situation?
No, 65 is an alien that comes to Earth and fights a bunch of dinosaurs.
No, this other thing that we're talking about. Like,
oh no, I'm making a joke saying that.
Oh shit!
It turns out that Spielberg's next movie is they're doing Jurassic Park. He's doing the new Jurassic World movie, and he's going to explain that aliens came and basically Prometheus some dinosaurs on Earth.
Hopefully, Batman breaks through a skylight and then slides down a Tyrannosaurus Rex and then has ice skates.
Oh, there you go. DeLong Family Cosplay is saying Rick and Morty skateboarding alien dinosaurs. Is that an alien on a skateboard? Are you seeing this right now? Just it's not making sense.
That's pretty funny.
I know you have something to do with this, Grandpa Rick.
You haven't done a Morty voice in a long time.
It's been a while since I've done Morty, man.
Thank you for bringing me back.
Yeah, I know everybody misses me bringing Morty to the show. All right, so time to get some outrage fuel going, ladies and gentlemen. The Spider-Verse news we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
Or that none of us have been waiting for. Sony Pictures seems confident in their R-rated Marvel film Kraven the Hunters starring Aaron Taylor Johnson and his abs, and has changed the date again. Why did the studio push the film all the way back to December, you say? Producer Matt Tomlick said that it's because it will be released in a period where audiences have time to go to the movies. This is making me laugh over and over again. He really thinks that people are going to go and watch this movie multiple times.
So they moved it from like August, right? It was supposed to be August. Now it's going to be December. So
they're going to fight Christmas movies, man. Yeah. You're
But
done.
that's the whole thing. Is he thinks that, you know what? We're gonna do this. People are gonna watch it multiple times over a holiday season. Nobody is gonna watch this movie. They have not learned from Madam Web that nobody wants to watch a movie about a man that got bitten by a radioactive lion.
Is that what it is? Is it really a radioactive lion?
I don't know, but have you seen the trailer 1,000 times? Like we
Goes
watched
into
the
his
show?
blood from the tooth or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lion that bites him in the arm, and then he gets the powers of the lion.
He gets the abs of a lion. Oh,
Yeah, he gets
okay.
he
All right.
becomes a lion superhero, and it's like, no, he's a villain that gets the basically he gets heightened senses and reflexes from a shaman. And I'm sure what they're doing is they're like, well, shaman, if we do a shaman gives you powers, it's a little racist. So let's just give him like, the radioactive lion. Just give him Spider-Man powers for the lion. Also, we're gonna pick a character that is famously Russian, not Russian.
I kind of want to see it just to see how badly.
But his dad's Russian, right?
Yeah, his dad is Russian.
What's funny?
I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
Doing a Russian accent, but him or his brother, because they introduced in the trailer that Chameleon is going to be in the movie. So Kraven and Chameleon both do not have their Russian accents, but their dad is a clear-cut Russian dude, and they're from Russia.
Doesn't he have a Russian accent as Quicksilver? So why not?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we know he can do a Russian accent, so why are you not doing a Russian accent?
It's Sokovian, not Russian.
Okay, whatever. It was Eastern European, but it also means to do a Russian accent.
A dummy like me wouldn't notice the difference.
So anyway,
one,
the Hunter
Sokovia is not a real place.
Right. Kraven the Hunter. The hunt is set for December 13th, 2024, at which time nobody is going to go watch this movie.
And the hunt is set for January when we watch it on Cinemax. I'm sorry, on HBO Max.
On
Skinemax. All right.
Skinemax. Hey, whoa.
It's a Sony movie, so this is going to be on Netflix.
Netflix, I'm sorry.
Oh, that is true.
Well,
it is going to go to Netflix.
Disney will take it over in the further months.
Yeah. Way down the line.
Okay, is not going to put Madam Web on Disney Plus. I'm just throwing that out.
They have to.
Why? Because they put Morbius on Disney Plus.
Yeah, they have to. They have to do it. Well, I think it went number 1 on Netflix for like a day.
But I think not because people wanted to, not because people liked it. I think it was just people were curious and went to go see it. And Netflix counts anybody who turns it on, even if it's for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I am going to watch it. I'm going
See?
to challenge myself to watch it. Again, I liked the Daredevil movie. Don't hate me. Please allow me back in the show. But I didn't like it so far as like, oh, it's the Lord of the Rings. I liked it as a popcorn movie, and that's it.
Gotcha.
We
the
should
most
do like
terrible version of Bullseye, by the way. That Bullseye was so bad.
We should do some kind of like some kind of segment where we talk about movies that we're like afraid to say we liked. You know what I mean? Like,
Is it called Guilty Pleasures or something?
Guilty Pleasures. There you go.
Let's move on away from this fucking abomination that is going to be in theaters.
Oh man,
watch it be great. Watch us eat our words. Watch it be so amazing.
We're gonna be talking about Kraven number 4. It's
right.
So the Kraven verse.
I bet you that Aaron Taylor Johnson is going to give an amazing performance because the dude is a great actor. But it's going to be like the same way that kind of how Madam Web was. Madam Web is, they told them that there was going to be an MCU movie, right? And they did their performance, but the editing is what killed that movie. The editing was fucking terrible and the pacing was shitty. So it's like, it's
and Dora the Explorer didn't even have a backpack on. Come on, man.
Exactly.
Jeez. Anyway, Addams Family, Beetlejuice, now The Munsters is getting another reboot, but this time it's coming from producer James Wan from Insidious and The Conjuring. The project is titled 1313 and is described as a horror series. Oh, it's a series that plays on the Universal Monsterverse, aka a dark reimagining of the 1964 classic sitcom The Munsters. Interesting. If you want to take a stroll down 1313 Mockingbird Lane and revisit the original series, The Munsters is currently streaming on Peacock. Were you guys Munsters fans?
I'm a big Munsters fan.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not really excited for this either. Like, I don't want a dark version of the Munsters. You know, like why?
Wait, didn't Rob Zombie do a Munsters?
And it was fun. It
Was
wasn't.
it?
It wasn't
Fun
good,
is the word.
but it was fun. Like it's still.
Guilty pleasure.
I wouldn't say I even liked it. It was one of those movies where he tried to keep in spirit of the silliness of the Munsters, but at the same time, he did a lot of changes to the characters that were kind of weird.
Mm.
The best part of that movie was when they redid the intro of the actual show, and then I was like, oh, and then the rest of it was like, how do you not do it in black and white? It's just, I don't know. It's just not good.
But it's like, you know, we don't need a dark reimagining of the Munsters unless it's like there's still comedy in it, but like they're just being a little more close to, you know, what the characters were supposed to be, like, you know, like an actual Dracula and, you know, Frankenstein and Frankenstein's Bride, the Wolf Boy, like all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I wonder if they're doing it where like they're gonna look more horrifying, realistic, but they're still gonna have the comedy elements. Because if you're doing the Munsters and it doesn't have that comedy element, I don't know how enjoyable it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, it's a comedy at heart.
Unless they're trying to do the same thing they did with Bel Air.
I was gonna say Wednesday, where they
still fun.
Yeah.
It's scary, but with a little comedy in it.
Absolutely. There's a lot of comedy in it. The pink girl like lightens up everything, and and it's Wolverine and Deadpool, somebody lightening up the mood,
Exactly.
and somebody that wants to brood.
It's the contrast, the juxtaposition of
big word
of attributes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All right.
Yep.
Okay. Speaking of bringing life back from the dead, life finds a way. Yes. Rupert Rupert Friend.
Rupert Friend.
There you go.
Friend.
You had to sound out friend.
Friend. Friendy.
He's ESL. Leave him be.
It's like in Lilo and Stitch when the one alien goes, he landed on some planet called Earth. I was all, Friend. Is that this joins Scarlett Johansson to director Gareth Edwards' upcoming Jurassic World movie. I don't know if it's going to be called Jurassic World.
No, but it's because it's supposed to be a reboot too, though. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to ask if Chris Pratt is going to be in it. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
Completely different. So it's Scarlett and everything is new. We don't even know if they're going to retell the original story, but it's supposed to be like a reboot. Anyway, there's no information regarding the film story or the characters that the actors will be playing, but the film is set in a modern world where dinosaurs walk the earth, and the story is sure to involve people trying to survive. No date when the reboot will stomp its way into theaters. Friend.
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 Fryund?
Good Lord.
Fryund is the name. We're going to go with that. And that's James's description for the episode. And James can't pronounce friend.
But okay, see, if I see The Meg, I don't think of Jaws, even though that's a different shark movie, or Open Water. I don't understand why they keep, let's reboot this, let's reboot. Like, you've already done that.
Because
there could be a different dinosaur movie. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was saying they're creatively bankrupt, man. They like, a lot of it is just Hollywood is trying to go to, well, we know this makes money, so let's just do that again.
Yeah.
You know, though, I think there is a bigger picture because there's other things attached to it just besides than just the movies, right? Because like think about Universal Studios. There's a ride. I think it's rethemed, right, to Jurassic World right now.
Yeah.
and they're going to want to update that ride. So they want to do something, you know, like, hey, go put out another Jurassic Park, Jurassic World movie so we can update this ride and bring people back to Universal Studios. I think there's other things at play too. They're like, don't lose this IP. Do something with it while we have
I can see that.
kids that are into dinosaurs.
Well, the kids from the first one that were in the stupid ass bubble, like, how come you can't Shia LaBeouf it and give it to them? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, right. What was his name? Shia LaBeouf's in Indiana Jones. What was his name?
Oh,
I
Boneyard.
don't know. I just remember the stupid
Mutt.
cone.
Mutt.
Oh yeah, what's Mutt?
Good God.
Ay ay ay, ay ay ay.
so bad. So God, I don't. I mean, we don't necessarily need a reboot, but I mean, if it's a good movie, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah.
Just
And-
it doesn't make sense for all these other things to not count, especially with like during the reason we love the Keaton Batman thing was you brought our Batman back, and then somebody loved George Clooney. You know what I mean? Like when things don't count, the things that we love don't count. It doesn't fucking work. You know what I mean?
You said Keaton, and for some reason, my brain like immediately went to Family Ties. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm like-
they're rebooting Family Ties.
Family
Oh,
Ties
don't
again?
even- if they did one day at a time, they might Family
Yeah.
Ties that are growing pains. Let's
Exactly.
not put
Who's
that out
playing
there.
Michael P. Keaton? That's what I want to know.
Oh God. So moving on.
It'll be Tom Holland.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Speaking of
kinda
reboots
not
and never going out of style because they're just going to keep on doing reboots, I'm just going to do this real quick. Oh! Paramount has announced that they have rounded out the cast for the untitled Naked Gun reboot because they're rebooting Naked Gun now. The new additions include Liza Koshy from Transformers Rise of the Beasts, current WWE Undisputed Champion Cody freaking Rhodes, CCH Pounder, the woman that Amanda Waller is actually based on. And she is actually CCH Pounder. So Amanda Waller's look is based on CCH Pounder. And CCH Pounder actually did the voice of Amanda Waller in all the cartoons.
there we go.
And musician Busta Rhymes. The roles they're playing have not been revealed, but it's been said that Rhodes will only be making a cameo, so meaning that he's coming in as Cody Rhodes. The film will shoot into theaters on July 18th, 2025.
How do you not give Naked Gun to Steve Carell? Like,
Seriously.
Right?
you know what I mean? It's a given. You give it to Liam Neeson, like, oh come on.
Yeah.
man.
Steve
Not
Carell-
talking shit. Not talking shit. I'm sure I've seen him do a comedy in like Saturday Night Live skits and stuff, but like he's still trying to do Taken 9000. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just give it to the guy that like. That's the one time the studio's like, you are that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
didn't they give him Get Smart? Didn't he do a Get Smart?
It wasn't
movie?
great,
He
but
did do
I
Get
mean,
Smart.
it had forgive me, I forget her name, but Catwoman and The Rock in it. So I mean, it was pretty okay. It was a popcorn movie.
Mm.
Gotcha.
The Rock was in Get Smart.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Get out of here! No, he wasn't. I'm
Yeah.
looking it up. Okay, I'll keep it going. I'll
All
look it
right.
up later.
Let's keep it going here.
In brightest day, in blackest night, no news shall escape my sight. Head of DC, James Gunn, has revealed the writers who have come aboard his DC Green Lantern series, The Lanterns. All right.
I'm actually kind of excited about this.
I know.
I heard one of those names. Two of those names I got really like big. So
Got big, easy.
Yeah.
Yes, it's true. The Lanterns DCU series is putting together a crack team of writers based on a wonderful pilot script and Bible by Chris Mundy, Tom King,
big
and
deal.
Damon Lindelof.
Huge deal. Both of those.
Huge.
Those two names are the ones that
Huge.
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 Those two. I mean, Chris Mundy's a big deal too. Chris Mundy is he's written some pretty good comics, but Tom King has like
He's one of the big Batman writers, right?
he's one of the huge Batman writers, but I mean, like he's also written some Green Lantern. He's got some good stories. Damon Lindelof, the dude, Watchmen was a masterpiece. So knowing that Damon Lindelof is coming on and knowing how big of a DC Comics fan he is, I feel like he's going to do it justice.
But a lot of things. Okay, so you just mentioned Batman and the Watchmen. A lot of people complain like Superman was too dark. Do you think they'll make this quote unquote too dark?
With Tom King, I don't think so. Tom King has written a lot of good Superman stories, so I think that Tom King is a good choice as a comic writer to bring in. Same thing with Chris Mundy, but Damon Lindelof, he does tend to do a lot of like dark stuff, but he also just in general is a good writer.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it comes down to, because they're the ones writing, I think it comes down to direction as well. So I think that it really comes down to whoever's directing to make it to where it's not like a completely just like dark story.
Okay.
I am a little nervous or apprehensive based on the little bit we know, because he also went on to say, James Gunn went on to say, it's terrestrial based. It's got two of our favorite Green Lanterns, Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, starring in a true detective style mystery, and it plays a really big role leading into the main story that we're telling across our film and television. So this is a very important show for us. I'm a little concerned it's going to be a little too drama heavy. I'm like, give me some Green Lantern action.
I don't think it's going to be too drama heavy. I mean, I take that back. Damon Lindelof does put a lot of drama in his shows,
right?
But I mean, like, I think it's going to be more buddy cop than anything, right? Because you're going to have Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
Did you say Lindelof did The Watchers?
No, Watchmen.
Oh, Watchmen. Sorry, that's what.
Yeah. But like, I think it's going to be a buddy cop film with or buddy cop series with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. And I think that John is going to be the straight man. Hal is going to be the funny guy.
Yeah.
Because Jon Stewart tends to be a little more serious. He tends to be a little bit more like he is a natural leader. He's somebody that is always trying to like push everything forward. Whereas Hal gets the job done, but he's kind of a goof. So
yeah. We get it. Jon Stewart's an army guy. You're an army guy. We get it.
So far as the lore, I would I think I have one Green Lantern, and I think it's because it involves a storyline. Are there, as far as the movie, it made us feel like it's one at a time and at different Earth realms or different fucking in the universe. So are they allowed to be? Is there two, or am I tripping? Like,
yeah. So there's at one point there's 6 different Green Lanterns from the Earth sector.
Okay. Sector 2814.
Right. So Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan, we're getting them in the show, but we're also getting Guy Gardner in the Superman movie.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that we're getting at least 3 in the Superman movie. Right.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. The bowl cut. He better have a bowl cut.
Yeah.
He better have a bowl
cut. Is it Nathan Filoni or Nate Filoni or am I
Fillion?
Fillion, yeah.
Fillion.
Sorry.
Rupert Friend. Yeah, Fryendy. Yeah. Yeah, so typically what was happening in the Green Lanterns, like they were called Sector 2814, and then like they would pull Hal Jordan to do something else, right, out in deep space. So that's when they went and got Jon Stewart, and they just kind of kept doing that as people got popular. They would Hal Jordan, let's go do other stuff, and then Jon Stewart, you'll go do other stuff. So now we have Guy Gardner, and then
Guy Gardner was always the reserve, and then you get
that's so funny.
Yeah, and remember they're basically the police, right? So it's just like of course you're gonna have a reserve police officer, right?
Yeah, and then they're like, too much shit happens on Earth. Maybe we need multiple Green Lanterns. We don't know what's going on over there,
right?
All right. No date when we will see Green Lantern's light. That's cool. It's going to be a series, though. I am so much more into a series than I am into like, hey, let's put out a movie. Like, give me like 4 to 6 hours worth of content versus that smashing, the whole story into 2 hours or 2.5 hours. Like, give me that long drawn out piece.
Yeah. I was going to mention, so Kyle Rayner, who's my favorite Green Lantern. Kyle Rayner only spends like a short amount of time on Earth before he becomes honor guard. So he becomes like galactic space police. He's like the FBI basically when it comes to like the comparison to like the police.
Mm-hmm.
And then he becomes Ion, who is like the Green Lantern superhero. So like he's like the superhero.
He's like a Mexican superhero.
He is a Mexican superhero because he's
there you go. There you go. I just need a Green Lantern chipmunk. Just show me that, and I'll be happy.
That exists. That's an actual character.
Give me Chip. That's what I want. I want Chip.
Chip is such a good character, though. Like, he's better than he should be.
Exactly.
Do you remember in not Fallen Soldier, excuse me, Winter Soldier and the Captain America series, like when they would involve fights using the shield because they both know how to use the shield. Like if it's something like that, that could be cool. Plus, there's that juxtaposition of the serious guy and the sarcastic guy too.
Thespian.
Comic book thespian. Okay, so let's move on to the next story here. Oh boy, my ears are on fire. My ears are on fire. Disneyland's popular and spectacular show, Fantasmic, is back this week, nearly a year after it went on hiatus due to a fire that engulfed the attraction's giant prop dragon. The show will include a reimagined battle scene between Sorcerer Mickey and Maleficent, according to the park. Why? Because they don't want to burn down the goddamn park again. It no longer includes the dragon.
There were some burnt beignets that day.
There were especially where it's at. There were definitely some burnt beignets. Disneyland officials said the revamped show maintains the original premise, minus the dragon, because we don't want to burn the goddamn park down again, and brings back the iconic Peter Pan scene and includes the Lost Boys as they join Peter Pan and Wendy to battle Captain Hook on the pirate ship that sails into view on the rivers of America. They execute a stunning series of spectacular duels and falls during this swashbuckling sequence. Disney's Fantasmic is back in the park now.
I like it. I'm in. I like it. Ash, are you a Disneyland guy?
Burn everything fucking down, you dumbasses.
No, I'm more of a Six Flags guy.
Really?
Like I like the rides and I like to.
Okay.
Dude, it's.
How far away from Disneyland?
Draining you of money.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like it's not about fun anymore because they're like. I don't know. It's just
they
funny.
don't even hide it anymore. They're just like, here's ticket prices. Guess what? If you want to actually ride the ride and not stand in line, give us more money.
Exactly. And then too, do you remember the time when
we were tutting? What?
No, I was doing the Michael Jackson. Do you remember the time?
Oh yeah.
When it was like $20 for California people, like
yes, for locals,
right? Like, yeah. Man, I mean, at least that, and then now it's just like break the bank, and then get your kid this, and then get your kid a freaking. It's ridiculous. I'm Disney so far as when I was a kid, and I'm down for the rides, but I'm not down for the experience and the ears and the this and the that. But I don't know. I'm over.
I got you. I know. I think it's because I'm not there where like I'm like, oh, I want to go to Disneyland, or my kids want to go to Disneyland. So it's kind of that wanting thing. If it was in my backyard, I'd be like, yeah, I don't really care. Let's, I don't need to go.
They can do that.
All right, speaking of Disneyland, the doors to Club 33 might be opening for all of us, sort of. Disneyland is full of history, magic. One majorly mysterious and intriguing corner of the park is the exclusive Club 33. Has anybody been to Club 33?
I have not.
No, me neither. First,
I knew a dude who knew a dude, but no.
Yeah, the rumors.
Yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah.
First opened in 1967. It was a dining area where Disney hosted celebrities, dignitaries, and friends. And for the longest time, it was the only place at the park that served alcohol. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Now, Darren Lemke, who has worked on such family films as Goosebumps, starring Jack Black and Shazam, has tapped to pen the script set in a fantastical world about the club. Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy, Dan Levine, and Dan Cohen are producing through 21 Laps Entertainment. They're going full on into this Club 33 thing. The project is said to exude the tone and vibes of Clue and Night at the Museum, Levy's own fantasy adventure trilogy, set in a museum and featuring exhibits and historical figures come to life. I wonder if they're going to have like the park come to life,
or just Club 33 in general,
or Club 33. Interesting. Okay. I do have a sort of synopsis. Happiest place only if you got an extra 10 grand a year synopsis.
Oh God. Happiest place only if you got an extra 10 grand a year synopsis.
For Club 33, the story centers on Kim, a young aspiring detective living in present-day New York, who receives a mysterious invite to the highly secretive Club 33. In this case, it's a magical and exclusive dining club that exists outside of time and space. The club's members are the greatest and most iconic members from the past, geniuses, royalty, and history makers. What? When a murder is committed on the premises, the patrons look to Kim to solve it. Interesting. No date when the club will open.
Okay, so I get what they're doing. I think the idea is when you step into the club, it's like time stops, and anybody who has walked into the club from any time era walks into the same club at the same time. So the idea is, again, you have like royalty and people who have made history and celebrities from the past interacting with people from like the future, or people from like your present day and stuff like that. It's just anybody who walks into Club 33 could meet somebody from history at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of a cool premise. I think like probably Sean Levy was probably like, this would be a cool idea. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about Club, and like nobody knows what Club 33 is actually about. Let's make it like a magic thing. When in reality, it's just a place for celebrities go and drink alcohol in the park.
Right. Well, they're doing that thing where like they are expanding their own lore, right? They're not like, well, they're also doing it like, let's do a Pinocchio or a Cinderella. They're doing that too, but they're also like trying to build their own stories, right?
Yeah. What was it? The Society of
SEA. Society of
Explorers and Adventurers.
There you go.
Right.
And it's supposed to connect like pirates to like Club 33 and all the different rides. They're all supposed to be connected somehow.
Yeah. So all the movies that are based on rides in the park, it's supposed to connect all of them together. So that's like they've done that, like the Jungle
Cruise. Yeah, Jungle Cruise.
The Jungle Cruise movie and like all of that. There was another movie that was based on a ride. I don't remember which one it was, but they connected them with that.
Gotcha.
So there's a movie based on a place where people can't go to in the fucking first place unless they have 10,000. Cool. How is Club 33 should be like the Continental? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is a place where Captain Hook and Peter Pan can have a drink without trying to fuck each other up because they can't. You know what I mean? Like, it should be like one of those, like, you know what I mean? Like one of those just things.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think you just gave Disney a good premise. Well done.
That in the sequel.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna make Night at the Museum, then whatever.
Yeah. So moving on this, I'm pretty excited about this. What's a week in news without some Deadpool news? This is one new cameo that has been confirmed thanks to the latest episode of Welcome to Wrexham. We learned that Ryan Reynolds' partner and best buddy in the world, Always Sunny in Philadelphia star Rob McElhenney, will appear in the film. We don't know who exactly he's playing in the film. The costumes are blurred out in the video. There's a shot where audiences see a Time Variant Authority logo on his upper chest. So we know more than likely he's just like, a hunter. Deadpool and Wolverine will break the MCU on July 26th, 2024. And I, for one, will be there to enjoy and partake in all of that.
Definitely it.
You better
Definitely
get
a
your
theater
tickets.
movie for me.
You better go get
Views in
your
there.
tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it won't be day of, but it'll definitely be. I will see that in the theater.
This is like one of those movies. Like if there's like a 3 a.m. showing, I kind of want to go at like 3 a.m. Like go get a bunch of buddies and be like, okay, let's do this.
Love that, bro. I love that. Like there was like the latest will go is midnight, and then all of a sudden it's they sold out, and they're like, all right, we're gonna do a 3 o'clock showing, and then you pass by all the midnight people so you can get in line. Like,
Yeah,
there hasn't been that in so fucking long.
that was the best. I remember doing that for Phantom Menace when it originally came out. I remember like drinking with everybody, and like I was like crying in a corner because I'm like, I can't believe they're making another Star Wars.
The only thing that was stupid though was there was that one guy that I can't believe that's the dad, or I can't whatever
Yeah.
the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. But other than that,
Right?
Sandra Betty asked, will I be dressed as Unipool? And the answer to that is absolutely fucking not.
Come on.
No, it's hot enough trying to walk around a con in that. Sitting in a movie theater wearing that costume, I wouldn't be able to do it.
you don't want to
need
do that
get on
stupid skit where you ask for tickets and they ask what movie and you're fully dressed as that person.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that skit.
I've done that before. I did that for the
I love it. I want to see it.
I wish that this was back in the day when not everybody was recording everything, but I mean, I've told the story on the show before. I was wearing a Deadpool mask and I was wearing a Deadpool sweater, like one of the zip up sweaters that has like the mask built in the hood.
Yeah.
And I bought my tickets, gave it to the ticket guy, and the guy goes, "Oh man, did you come to see Deadpool?" And I was like, "There's a Deadpool movie?" And he goes, "Well, what movie did you come and see?" I was like, "Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. What else would I come see?"
Oh, that's funny.
Right?
That's
And it
funnier
was-
than the skit.
like it's very much a Deadpool thing. Now, mind you, this is the first showing of the movie, right? So like,
Yeah.
like nobody's seen the movie yet at this point. And I'm just doing a joke because I'm a big Deadpool fan. I read the comics, so I mean, I know the kind of jokes that will work out for this. And we go watch the movie. At one point, the dude tells me I have to take my mask off because this was also right after the shooting in Aurora.
Oh, the Batman shooting in
Aurora.
Colorado.
So,
Yeah.
like, you need to take the mask off, and I was like, okay, that's fine, it's cool. So,
And then he saw
oh,
your
no,
face
no.
and he's like, "Oh, put it back on."
I'm sorry, I forgot part of the joke. I go Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, right? He goes, well, you have to take the mask off. So I unzip the hoodie and I'm wearing another Deadpool mask under it. And he goes, just get the fuck out of here, man. and it was later when I went upstairs to the theater. It was theater in Walnut Creek. I go up to the theater upstairs, and the guy goes, "Dude, you have to take the mask off."
Yeah.
He's like, it's
First part is filmed.
he was like, it's a safety thing at this point. You have to take the mask off. So,
That's funny though.
but so at the end of the movie, there's a joke where Ryan Reynolds takes off his mask and he's wearing, or he's got Wolverine's face stapled onto his face.
Yeah.
And my buddies looked over at me and I was like, I didn't know that joke was happening. I right.
That's pretty
So,
funny.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like I predicted the joke in the movie just because I know the character. Right. So, yeah, like, it'd be funny if I, went to a Deadpool screening dressed as Deadpool, but it's just too hot to wear that costume the entire time. So
All right.
I'm wearing a fleece costume. So, I mean, like, I can't do it the entire time.
I gotcha. All right, makes sense. All right, Plus, you don't want to pass out during the movie. That
That's exactly why I don't want to do it.
would by like the third trailer, you just passed out. Like
Exactly.
somebody has to call the ambulance. All right, we're setting records, bub. According to Rotten Tomato, X-Men '97, the animated series has become the highest rated MCU project of all time. Their previous top rated MCU projects are Disney Plus show Miss Marvel is at 98%, and then Black Panther is at 96%. X-Men 97 is sitting at 99% Rotten Tomato rating.
It was at 100 for a little while.
Yeah, it was at 100. But come on, you can't keep 100. A
But you
second
have
season.
kids and us. Everything that you mentioned before, like I haven't watched, but X-Men 97 was like, get the adults.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. I loved X-Men 97.
Such a good show.
A second season is currently in development for X-Men 97 and will also mutate into a third season, which is in the early planning stages.
Without Bo DeMaio, so I don't know how good it's going to be.
Yeah. You know what's so funny is that like before this show came out, I'm like, oh, Bo DeMaio, he did something bad. Like, what was he doing? What's he doing on his OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Messed that up. But then the show came out, I'm like, I don't
Forget
care
him. Mm-hmm.
what he was doing at on his OnlyFans. Like, bring him back in.
Him.
I'll look at his toes. I don't care. Like, that's fine.
Definitely not his toes. Bo DeMaio posted on X. I still can't get used to that. Fucking Twitter. He posted on Twitter saying that the second season. So he wrote the second season already.
Yeah.
And that he's not going to direct season 2, but they are still going off of his script and everything like that. Now, I'm sure they're not going to do any rewrites with him just because they aren't hiring him back, but they are going off of the script that he wrote originally. So,
do we know what happened? Was it his OnlyFans?
As far as we know, it was his OnlyFans. He hasn't like officially come out and said what it was.
Can Ash, can you hop on his OnlyFans just to check it out and report back? No? All right. Just thought I'd ask.
Pornhub is free. I'm good.
All right. Solid.
So speaking of Marvel series, it's been confirmed that Wonder Man will be developed as a standalone Marvel Spotlight TV series, and Marvel executive Brad Winderbaum opens up about resurrecting the Marvel television banner for Disney Plus and what that means. The Marvel Spotlight project are meant to be one-off character-driven shows that have fewer connections to the wider MCU. These are basically one-and-done limited series for Marvel. Winderbaum went on to explain their approach to Marvel television. Part of the rebranding was a signal to the general audience that we're creating a lot of options, and you can follow your tastes within this brand. Some will be more comedic, some will be more dramatic, some will be animated, some will be live action. Marvel is more than just one thing. It is actually many different genres that just happen to coexist in a single narrative. The characters will live and breathe in the same universe, but the interconnectivity is not so rigid that you need to watch a Project A to understand Project B. So Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings director Daniel Destin Cretton is developing a upcoming Wonder Man series. No date, so we're left wondering, when will that be?
Okay. All right. I don't know much about Wonder Man, but I do like the idea of that they're kind of defining like what you have to watch and what you don't have to watch to get the entire picture. But I don't know if saying Marvel television is the right framework.
Yeah.
Or Marvel Spotlight. I don't know. It's
Wonder Man he's a superhero that like plays it up for television.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically like he's
like a Johnny Cage.
Kind of, yeah. He's like a Johnny Cage, right? So he's like a superhero on TV, but also has actual superpowers. So he he has to like reluctantly go and actually be a hero, even though he kind of just wants to play one on TV.
Gotcha. Spotlight. Okay. What was the other Werewolf by Night? Was that the last Spotlight?
Yeah, that was the other Spotlight show that they've done.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Yeah. I still have not seen that.
which is really good. Actually, you got to go and watch it.
You can't
That's
watch
all
it
black
now.
and white, right?
They released it in color last Christmas.
So there is both. So originally it was black and white, and then they released a color version this past Halloween.
Oh, right.
I don't know if you can still see both.
That's my next question.
I think you have an option to do both.
Nice.
We'll see. We will, but seeing it in black and white was fun. Was a great way to see it.
But the explanation of you don't have to see this, so it's cool to tell us that, but it's why we collected these comic books and not these comic books.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you kind of don't have to tell us, but you created a world where this connects to this, then we go to Avengers. You know what I mean? And obviously we got to break away from that because now X-Men is in the MCU soon. So like, you know what I mean? Like you've got to, I guess you have to explain that.
A lot of it is where they're doing like tie-in comic books, but then they're also just doing like, okay, well, here are like little standalone books of an adventure that lives within the MCU, but doesn't have to do with the plot of the main saga.
Also, if it exists, if Wolverine goes into a bar, like Wonder Man exists, so like he could be in the, you know what I mean? Like just do little cameos.
That's a good point. You know who would benefit from doing something similar is Star Wars. Because right now there's so much Star Wars content and there's more coming. You don't know what is crucial and what's not crucial.
Also, people don't know what is this this? Is it during this era? So that if you see that person, that might help like where we're at.
Yeah. A lot of people have like issues with timelines in Star Wars.
Everybody knew that was Luke during the last fucking. I didn't know because of the whatever like, and then when I saw it was Luke,
Mandalorian,
that was but everybody knew, and I was like, oh, I didn't know, but that was awesome because I didn't know where we were at, like where were we at in the storyline of Star Wars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just thought it was a cool ass Jedi, and then when I saw it was Luke, I was like, skadoosh.
No, I was with you right there too. But like when they showed the X-Wing, spoiler alert, like I was like, no way that they're gonna do that. No way. And then they did it. I'm like, they fucking did it.
Yeah.
Like, but I was like on the same boat with you. Like, I didn't expect it to happen, and then it happened. I was, it's good douche.
Exactly.
And
at 5 a.m., our co-host was like, dude, like when it came out, it was like, dude. And I knew it was going to be something big, but again, never did I ever think it would be Luke. Because in my head, Mark Hamill's the age he is. I didn't think they were going to do the Robert Downey Jr. thing. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't even click to me that they would do that.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't think it was going to happen either, but that makes sense, especially the way they did it. Anyway, okay, back to it. Where were we? Oh, wondering when that will be. That's a good joke. That last joke was like Scarlet Witch had no vision. Speaking of vision,
hold on. Come on, guys. Did you laugh at that?
Oh, that's funny.
Scarlet Witch had no vision. Marvel is officially developing a Vision series that will see Paul Bettany return to the role of Vision. Interesting. Star Trek Picard executive producer Terry Matalis will serve as showrunner on the project. This new series will explore what happened to Vision after the events of WandaVision. The Vision series release date is not yet in sight.
It's interesting that it seems
Vision
like
sight,
right? Oh, hold on. Did you want another? Oh.
You got to see those puns coming.
Yeah. What I was trying to say was it's interesting considering that. Sorry, I just saw something pop up on Instagram that I'll bring up here again. That they're making it seem like they're announcing this and like this is a whole new idea, but they announced a while back that they were doing Vision Quest. that this whole series was supposed to be based on Vision Quest, which is kind of like, where they were almost setting up that storyline in WandaVision itself. So it's like it makes sense for them to do Vision Quest, and I mean that's where naturally they would go. On Instagram, seeking about, so our friend of the show saying, so he said, hell yeah, X-Men 97. Disney knew about his OnlyFans. He was fired for something else. It wasn't his OnlyFans. So talking about Bo DeMaio. So
okay.
I wonder what it was, and I don't know if he knows.
Gotcha.
Because he's kind of on the inside, but he never tells us anything. So
so you're saying he may have like a special code for Bo DeMaio's OnlyFans? Like
no, God, he might. I don't know. Albie,
I just want somebody to check it out. I mean,
Albie, do you have a secret code for Bo DeMaio's OnlyFans?
I say we have Ash go check it out, and we'll just
We'll
write it off. We'll write it off.
We'll write it off. It's not showing up on my credit card.
Yeah,
and it's not even going to be a chick. Come on.
Yeah,
we're writing off OnlyFans on our expense report.
Exactly.
Can I have a reminder though? How did Vision get taken out in Scarlet Witch? Or that was all a dream. It
was all a dream.
My bad. Now it just all went.
Yeah, so Vision basically gave him all his memories, and now that he remembered who he was, he disappeared, right? And the whole thing is supposed to pick up on where Vision went after that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, two Visions.
Albie said he deleted it. He no longer has no.
He just likes
Twitter. He just has a Twitter where he posted a picture of himself yesterday in short shorts in the pool.
Bo DeMaio or Albie? Which one?
Probably both, but no, Bo DeMaio.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now I get it. My bad. That's the censor. That's fucking okay. Got it.
Yeah, I do follow Bo DeMaio because he does give like a lot of inside information on like X-Men and what he's doing and whatnot. But
speaking of, this would have been cool, but I should have told you guys earlier, especially you, Ash, down in LA. But Bo DeMaio was doing like viewing parties of X-Men 97 at Scum and Villainy, like the night it showed, and then he'd be like, "Oh yeah, let's talk about it." So
that's cool.
Damn.
I didn't know he was doing that at Scum and Villainy. I knew
it was at Scum and Villainy.
I knew he was doing that at Scum and Villainy.
Yeah.
I went there once, and they were very fucking cool.
Yeah.
It was like a dead Thursday. It was super cool.
Fun place.
I am jealous of everything that Banffman does because that man, he's got Kevin Smith and Bo DeMaio in his bar doing fun shit. Come on, man.
I know. That's why you should open a bar.
The amount of celebrities that go to Scum and Villainy and like do shows at his thing, like at his show.
All right, let's keep it going.
So what if we were able to write better jokes?
Hey, easy.
What if we had better jokes, like better Marvel jokes in general?
Rude.
Yeah. There is now a release date and trailer for the new interactive story, What If? An Immersive Story. First announced at the beginning of May, What If? An Immersive Story is a collaboration between Marvel Studios and ILM Immersive and is the first interactive Disney Plus original story. Fans will help the Watcher and Wong battle dangerous variants across the multiverse. Wongers. Luckily, they'll have lots of tools at their disposal, such as the Infinity Stones and Mystic Spells. What If? An Immersive Story debuts on Thursday, May 30th. So what is that, like 2 days from now? Yeah, 2 days. This Thursday.
Yeah.
During the build, motherfucker, exclusively on Apple Vision Pro as a free app for a limited time.
Oh, it's free. That's perfect.
Side note, Apple Vision Pro starts at $3,499.
It's so crazy.
Or $291.58 a month for 12 months.
That is
Jackie
no
Chan
joke.
meme.
That is no joke. $3,500 for this VR. I don't know what the other VR's price.
That's why the immersive part. Got it.
Yeah, they're like,
But-
hey, here's so if you spend $3,500 on our VR, we'll throw in an, we'll
Here's a
throw
free
in
game.
here's a free Marvel game.
Crazy, dude.
Such a I was gonna say cock tease, such a nerd tease. Like, here's this free what if game that you can go play. Oh, by the way, you got to buy a $3,500 headset to go check it out for this free game.
Sounds like Disney to me.
Yeah, right.
Disney's
Oh,
like,
my
hey,
goodness.
we'll do this with Apple.
All right, we got to find somebody who has the Apple Vision Pro. I don't even that's out, right? That's got to be out. Apple Vision Pro. I assume it's out.
So.
Who has this? Who's bought one?
I
Chilling.
mean, everybody has one, don't they?
Yeah, that's true. Sure.
Nobody has this thing, man. It's so expensive.
Oh,
Oh man. Again, just throwing it out there because Albie said that they did the show weekly with all the cast. JC, I am jealous, truly jealous of everything you get to do.
JC from Scum and Villainy. Yeah.
JC from Scum and Villainy, JC Reifenberg, the guy who owns Scum and Villainy. I am jealous.
But I should have said something sooner to all the LA people. My bad.
Should have.
I know.
You know what, man? You are so bad with timing.
I was,
It's so terrible, like so bad that you can't even tell people that we have merch.
We do have merch, people.
We got merch, people.
I was too busy trying to buy an Apple Vision Pro.
Apparently.
Anyway, we don't have hat. Ming Chen has our last hat.
Ming Chen has hat.
Ming Chen has hat right now. So if you want a Galaxy Gray distance starting hat, go DM Ming Chen and see if he'll sell it to you. But until then, we got shirts. We got shirts.
No, we have shirts. We have
We
multiple
got shirts.
We have every shirt.
Yeah, we got our black logo shirt. We have our gray character shirt. Perfect for the Deadpool viewing. Come on now.
Absolutely. Get your distance starting shirt.
Yes, that has Unipool, not Deadpool on it. We can't say that's Deadpool.
I'm sorry. Albie said, what do you mean you don't have one? I'm sorry, you're poor. He said JK, super overpriced.
He's hanging out with the poors tonight. I appreciate it.
You know,
So
of course.
maybe we won't be poor if people buy shirts. So buy more shirts, people.
Buy more shirts, people.
DM us on Instagram at Distance Learning. Let us know what size you're looking for, which shirt you're looking for, how many you're looking for. Maybe you want to buy 10 shirts.
Yeah,
There you
buy
go.
shirts for your friends.
And then I'm well on my way to my Apple Vision Pro.
Exactly. Yeah, right. I can't afford a freaking burger at McDonald's,
Yeah.
let alone an Apple Vision Pro.
Normally a shirt is $20 if you're local or $25 if you got to ship it to you. But today only they're $3,500 so I can get my Apple Vision Pro. So please buy a shirt. That would
Sold.
be great.
Sold.
That'd be great.
Everybody that listens to the show is buying a shirt now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into this. We've got a schedule, and I'm going to tell you guys about our schedule here. So on Mondays, game streams on Twitch from 8 to 12. I started a new game, and it's not related to Lord of the Rings. I am playing Mad Max, and holy shit, is this game good.
Really?
It is a really good game, man. Okay, so think it's the same, almost the same engine as the one that that the Lord of the Rings games were on, but it's more like running like driving through the apocalyptic desert. You get to like customize your car and do like customizations on them, but then it's like you're basically trying to free the wasteland from like a gang. The beginning of the game, you kill the gang leader. You don't even actually get to kill him. It's a cinematic of you like putting a chainsaw through this guy's head. And then the rest of the game so far is basically the leadership doesn't know that the gang leader is dead. So you're just trying to like quell all of his like his gang, right? But that's what I'm doing on Mondays, guys. 8 to 12, we're doing game streams. Tuesdays, the download, the show you're watching right now from 6:30 to whenever we get done. It's supposed to be done at 8:30, but it's 9:15 now, so a little bit over. Thursdays, the build from 6 to 8, as we mentioned at the earlier on in the show. This week we're gonna have Chris Neosi on, voice actor extraordinaire,
Nice.
from the early internet. He got his start on Newgrounds, so we're going to be doing a animation from the early internet days bracket.
Oh, that's fun.
So best of like early internet animation. So things like
Like Homestar Runner.
Homestar Runner's in there actually. So we do have
Email.
right here. So I'm going to give you guys a list. Happy Tree Friends. Happy Tree Friends is in there. Rejected. So I am a banana. My spoon is too big.
Good times. Good times.
Good stuff. Zhao Zhao, which was a stick figure like Bruce Lee stuff. It was actually really fun. Weeble and Bob, which gave birth to Badgers. And Badgers was like the first one that he got famous on. So I have that on there. Red versus Blue is on there. The most disturbing cartoon from the early animation days, Salad Fingers, is on this. Homestar Runner, End of Z World, which is another funny one if you guys don't know that one. G.I. Joe PSAs.
That's fun.
I don't know if you know the G.I. Joe PSAs, but those were like some of the funniest early internet videos, right? Pork chop sandwiches.
Yeah.
Charlie the Unicorn. No, Charlie the Unicorn has to be on there. Llamas with hats. But Carl.
Okay. Save it for the show.
I'm just giving everybody the list, the rundown. I'm the Juggernaut bitch is going to be on there. Schwifty 5. Joe Cartoon, another super disturbing cartoon. And Sponge Monkeys, who went on to become famous for the Quiznos commercials.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
I am
All right.
the moon!
That'll be a very different show with Chris Neosi and
Well, Chris Neosi actually wrote and animated some of those videos, so that's the reason.
so that'll be fun.
Set some of that up.
Cool. And that's Thursday. Sweet.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing on Thursday. While I'm still building the Batmobile. The fucking thing is massive. The '89 Batmobile. It's so big.
Nice.
That's what she said. So that is what we're doing on Thursday. Of course, all the times are Pacific Standard Time. So convert where needed.
Cool. Ash.
Yes,
what
sir.
you got going on, buddy?
Yeah, again,
Thanks for sitting in. That's awesome.
Oh, absolutely. Next Monday. Oh, yeah. Next Monday is the Corner's 97th show. So we're gonna do a trivia
97?
night of So we're gonna do a X-Men 97 trivia show, and then this Thursday is comics, and we just discuss casting and have fun.
The Comics Podcast.
Bigger and Blacker. I think he's talking about me.
Oh. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's awesome.
absolutely, man.
No comedy shows coming up?
No, something in June, but it's gonna be in Upland. No date set yet, but yeah, no. I don't attack it like I don't know how you say it. I don't attack it like where I do it weekly or monthly. No, I shouldn't say it like that. Sorry. I shouldn't do it like nightly and like I'm actually pursuing it. It's more like a
When the
we
gigs
hold
land.
shows and then we do it.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like that. Like So, I don't know. I just can't. I haven't decided to turn the Kimura yet.
I feel you. Okay, so where can people find you? And
That's
find
my
Tommy.
name. That's my name on Instagram, and then comics podcast is where we're at so far as YouTube, and as well as IG.
Gotcha. And that's comics with an X.
Mhm.
Awesome.
And Pornhub.
And Pornhub.
We just said that. And Pornhub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the best content that Mob Stash puts out there. He gives everybody the greatest of mustache rides.
I'm
And it's free.
not even wearing pants.
Mhm.
He's not wearing pants right now, is what he said. That's why we only see him. You know,
He's
he's
simulcasting on Pornhub as we speak.
there's two cameras in the room right now. Can't one,
Bottom half is all exactly.
and there's another camera on the bottom half, just looking at the dangler. You know, just that's all it is.
You guys gotta hurry up because that's how I'm holding up my laptop. So
Have something you want to discuss? Tell us what you're nerding out on, and make sure to let us know in the Facebook group, The Distance Nerdington Post.
So, ladies and gentlemen, other than donating on Mob Stash's OnlyFans, the best way to support the show is by heading over to distancenerding.com, going to the top of the page right there and hitting that buy us a taco button. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you can buy us a taco. Join the taco party. That is the best way to support the show. And that is to make it so that we can continue to go to shows. We can continue to do more prizes. At the moment, we are in the process of getting ready to give away another prize. I specifically am going to be giving away a Lilo and Stitch Lego kit, and I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm going to put this on the screen right now, right here. Hold on. So we I've already got. And I've got to update it, but just so that everybody who's watching right now can see what the leaderboard looks like for the Stitch prize.
This is the Instagram thing where you gotta.
This is the Instagram thing right now. So this is the wheel right now.
Look at all those people.
Yeah. So there's a good amount of people, but and again, I know that they put they tagged a whole bunch more people today. So DeLong Family Cosplay is about to get even more. Right?
Funny.
But just going to the numbers, they have 114 tags with just the Long Family Cosplay. Right. Ragdoll Rockstar, who is Sandra from the Long Family Cosplay, has 33 on her account alone. And then JD Welt, which is Jeff from the Long Family Cosplay, has 5. So like they are trying to win this.
I think they're working the system, but I guess it's within the rules.
It is within the rules. It is within the rules. I
Yeah.
know some of those tags shouldn't count, but I'm going to count them.
It feels like the ref turned his back and just a random chair shot.
Right.
But I think it's within
Damn
the
it,
rules.
Cody.
Yep.
Yeah. Then the next highest is Erica ESSSS with 22 tags.
All
So
right. Good stuff.
guys, you have your chance. You have your chance to go to the tag. All you got to do is just tag people, just as many people as you can, and I will count them all. Right? Obviously, 114 fucking tags from DeLong Family Cosplay, and they just tagged more people today. So they're trying to win this, but remember, it's RNG. When I spin, so like right now, this is not a spin for the win, but I mean, like if I spin right now, let's see what the chance is that it's not DeLong.
Yeah, man.
So if I were to run it right now, Alyssa Cutie, who won last month,
I was gonna say,
right? So and just looking at it right there again, just because of the way it is, Alyssa Cutie has 7 tags, right? So given what I'm saying is that 114 tags doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win.
so you saying you got a chance?
You do. All Anna Banana has 1 tag. Crispy Things has 1 tag. let's see. Molly Alina 33 has 2 tags. Like, you don't necessarily have to have 100 tags the way that DeLong family has, right? But it does give them a larger chance, because you heard when it spun how long of a time where you hear nothing because it's just them, right? Yes, the larger it is, the more chance you have to win, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you will. And remember, I'm giving away the grand prize. I'm giving away the Stitch Lego kit, but I'm also going to be giving away these as consolation prizes. I have a Quidditch field Lego kit, Harry Potter.
All right, okay.
And then I have the mini fighter Slave One.
I'll take that.
Right. So I'm giving those away as consolation prizes, right? So, I'm not just giving away one prize. I'm going to be giving away consolation prizes. And if you win a prize, I do take your name out. So if DeLong Family Cosplay wins the Stitch prize, just that one, they still have a chance with their other 2, but I mean, like, just that one gets removed, and then everybody else gets a chance. So
good times. So when are you actually gonna make this? When are you gonna pull the name?
Next week. So on next week's show.
All right, cool.
Because the deal was that I was going to give till May 31st for people to enter. So you still have 4 days, guys, including today. And then on the June 4th episode of the show, I'm going to be announcing the winner. So, that's what we're doing here, guys. So, get your tags in. You still have 4 days to tag and try and win.
I like it. All right. Did we do the connect part? Connect with us. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Not X. No, it's X. It's called X. Twitch, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, Discord, MySpace, Vine, GeoCities.
GeoCities?
GeoCities. Friends, Life, AIM, Farmers Only, Christian Mingle, OnlyFans. It's only pictures of Aaron Watson's feet and mandals, the beard, and the most beautiful glasses you've ever seen in your life. Jahmez's glasses, oh, so seductively staring at you on a table, not with Jahmez's face in it. It's just the glasses.
Yeah, that's great.
On the OnlyFans. So, check that out and get your rocks off on whatever it is you rock off on. If you'd like us to break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, pet, schoolyard bully, annoying neighbor, or just tell us how much you enjoy us, hate us, or just wish the internet would consume us completely, at the feet of Spider-Man and Sony's 5,000 movies that are going to fail, send us an email at dist.
Holy cow. So is somebody going to go check out Bo DeMaio's OnlyFans? Somebody has to.
I'm sure it's going to be you, James.
It'll be me. It'll definitely be me.
It's definitely going to be you checking out.
End this stream so I can go check it out.
Exactly. Nerding at AOL.com, and we will read your email on the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us. We hope you have a great evening and a great rest of your week. Until next time.
Thanks, and keep nerding together.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time for the dance party. Let's get this.
Got my dance party. Got my dance party ready. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Bo Jackson. Jesus.
That's what I'm talking about. Bo knows.
Bo does know. Oh, it's still on me?
Oh, yeah. Do the tat again.
Distance nerding.
That thing.
Centipede from Atari. God, Howie Long and Bo Jackson.
Oh, he dropped his hat.
Nice.
Lucha Pool! see everybody on Thursday.